It's time to kick off the divisional round of the 2024 NFL playoffs. Welcome in to NFL Daily and our watch party here of this Houston Texans versus Baltimore Ravens playoff game here. Do or die. It doesn't get any better if you are an NFL football fan. Welcome into the show. I am your host, Jack Sperry. We're going to be here for about the next 3.5 hours breaking down this matchup here before they kick things off. We're about 30 minutes away from kicking things off there at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. CJ Stroud versus Lamar Jackson. Cannot wait to see what this is going to look like here as CJ Stroud, likely rookie of the year here, offensive rookie of the year in the National Football League, going up against the likely MVP of the league in Lamar Jackson. Get down in the comment section and let us know who you guys got before we kick things off today. Do you think the Texans pull off yet another upset and go to the AFC Championship in CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans' first season there in Houston? Or do you think the Baltimore Ravens, the number 1 seed, have had about 3 weeks off? Their starters have. Do they end up getting the victory today? Let me know down there in the comment section for a shout-out. I see Tony Fuentes is here. Nicole Williams is here. Timon the Buckeye is here. Mamba Legend 24 is here. Christopher Flores is here. Jasmine is here. Fortnite God is here. Joe Nathan says Texans with the upset. Wyatt is a menace, says Houston. Tony is going with Baltimore. Same thing with Timon. Jonathan Hagos, I hope I'm saying that right. We got Baltimore there. Jim Jensma is going with the Baltimore Ravens as well. And then Jasmine says, I'm going to go with the Ravens. All right, so we got a good crew here to kick things off. Make sure you guys continue to get your prediction down there in the comment section as we get to about 25 minutes away from kickoff there in Baltimore. Now, for a shout-out on the show, shout out your city. Let me know where you're watching from. Can't wait to see where we got all these audience members from, man. So we got one from Virginia. Miami. Joe Nathan's watching from Miami. Fortnite God is asking, can I get a shout out? What's up, Fortnite God? Porterville, California. That's where Christopher Flores is. Mamba Legend from California. Tony Fuentes is from San Antonio. God Body, New Orleans. Yantan Hagos, he's going to go Atlanta. Wyatt is a menace from Kansas. Maximus Zhang, I hope I'm saying that right, is from Westchester, PA. We got Doomify from Pittsburgh. What's up, my friend? Cleet Schillings is from Indiana. Trenton. What's up, Trenton? And then Cody Bond says Colts tonight. Unfortunately, the Colts are not going to be playing in today's football game. We'll say hi to our producer, Jack Lauderay, here coming up soon. But before we get into the rest of our extensive pregame coverage and live play-by-play of today's playoff game, let's have a word from our sponsor at Prize Picks. If you want to spice up the NFL playoffs for you today, get started with Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game. You might be asking yourselves, how does this thing work, Jack? Well, here's how you play. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they'll go for more or less than their Prize Picks projection. You can even win up to 25 times your money on any entries. Let's take a look at my Prize Picks entry for today's game between the Ravens and Texans. I'm taking the more on everybody, all right? I'm taking the more on Lamar Jackson passing yards. I'm taking the more on CJ Stroud, and I'm taking the more on Zay Flowers receiving yards. And that's actually a demon right there. So right now, Prize Picks is doing a special promotion called Demons and Goblins. So Demons are harder to get entries, but they're higher payouts. And then it's the opposite for Goblins, where they're easier to get entries, but lower payouts. You can check it out now at prizepicks.com/CLNS and get your picks in today by using our code CLNS for first deposit match up to $100 today. Again, check it out at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS to get your picks in before they kick things off in Baltimore. What's up, producer Jack Lauderay? We got the Jack and Jack combo today. He's rocking his Patriots hat. That's a little unfortunate for your Patriots, Jack.
Look, I was looking at the hats on my desk. I got a lot of hats on my desk of different NFL teams. I need an NFL Shield hat because all my teams are out. Patriots are out. The Dolphins that I do Dolphins Today, they're out. all the teams I do are out. So I'm going to wear the Patriots. I'm going to back my squad. Number 3 overall pick in the NFL draft. Let's go. But I need an NFL Shield hat. I think I got to get an NFL Shield hat.
Yeah, if we go to the NFL Combine this year, we might have to get you one of those hats there. So today, of course, the Houston Texans travel to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore to take on the number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens, of course, led by likely league MVP Lamar Jackson. Now, let's take a look here at the Houston Texans. Now, of course, DeMeco Ryans coming in, first-year head coach, and he has done a wonderful job with that football team. Most people expected this squad to be long gone from playoff conversation. Not only did they make the playoffs, though, they are thriving, absolutely destroying the Cleveland Browns last week, led by their rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud, who is having one of the best rookie seasons of any quarterback in the history of the National Football League. Their offensive scheme that you're going to see today is a third-generation West Coast offense, very similar to the system they run there with Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco 49ers that we'll see later tonight, actually, in action against the Green Bay Packers. Bobby Slowick is their offensive coordinator, and he's one of the hottest names on the NFL head coaching search right now. So if you're a team and looking for a new offensive head coach, watch the Texans offense closely tonight. Of course, DeMeco Ryans calls his own defense here in Houston. He runs a lot of nickel. So you're going to see 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and then an additional defensive back in there most of the time. They don't really play with 3 linebackers like some defenses do. And they run a lot of cover 3 man match coverage. It's what Seattle has run for even going back to the Legion of Boom. So it's that style of defense. And honestly, right now, I don't think there is a defensive coach that runs this specific type of defense better than DeMeco Ryans right now. Now let's go to the number 1 seed in the AFC this year, the Baltimore Ravens, finishing with a record of 13-4. Their head coach, John Harbaugh, now because Belichick is gone, the second longest tenured head coach in the National Football League, just behind Mike Tomlin, 16 years here in Baltimore for Harbaugh. And the offensive scheme that they run here, led by Todd Monken, first-year offensive coordinator, got him from the Georgia Bulldogs, coming off of 2 straight national championships. It's a modern pro spread offense. They like to put wide receivers on the field. They like to give Lamar Jackson running lanes that way. It's a perfect fit, in my opinion, and a perfect marriage between quarterback and what that quarterback does well and personnel, and I just think it's perfect. And then we got the defensive scheme. Mike McDonald, their defensive coordinator, again, one of the hottest names in the NFL head coaching carousel right now. He runs a very interesting defense. They run a lot of different stuff here. Just like Houston, they like to play with 2 linebackers. You're going to see a lot of nickel from the Baltimore Ravens today. And they like to blitz, and they like to be creative in the ways that they blitz. So they like to go cover 0 at times. They like to go man match coverage a lot. They like to do a bunch of different stuff. And Mike McDonald, in my opinion, is one of the brightest defensive minds in the National Football League today. This is one of the best defenses in football. They take a look at the season trends here and how these 2 teams kind of match up. Let's start with the Texans offense versus the Ravens defense. And plain simply, man, the Ravens are just awesome on this side of the football. You can even make an argument that their defense is better than their offense, and they have the league MVP on their offense. All right, you look at points per game. First in the National Football League. They've collected 31 turnovers throughout the regular season. That is first in the National Football League. When teams get into the red zone, really tough to score on the Ravens. So this is a very well-coached defense here with the Baltimore Ravens. Texans are kind of more middle of the pack in all these different categories, but the one thing they do well is they do not turn the football over. That's been the Ravens' bread and butter all season long. So it's really going to come down to CJ Stroud to get the job done today. Now let's flip the script here. Baltimore Ravens offense versus the Texans defense, both fourth in their respective categories. So you can see that DeMeco Ryans has really done a great job with this Texans defense this year. They really have, man. I think that the Ravens, definitely have a good offense. They're definitely top 5 in the National Football League. And, of course, that's led by Lamar Jackson. Right now, the Texans are 3rd in turnovers there defensively. And the Ravens are 13th overall in giveaways. So Texans, I think they need to get a couple of turnovers on Lamar Jackson to really have a shot in this football game. Now, still to come here, I'm going to give you my official score prediction for this football game. Can't wait to share that with you guys. But first, let's go over the Super Chat menu today. So we're getting close to game time here, less than 20 minutes to go. Today, if you send in a super chat, any super chat, you're going to get a shout out. So if you got a question for me, whatever the case may be, if you want to say something, get on the show. Any super chat, you'll get on the show. $5 super chat, you'll get a raffle ticket. So every $5 you spend today will be a raffle ticket to win a swag pack here from Chat Sports. You get this awesome zip-up hoodie. They just gave us, everybody here at Chat Sports, an awesome zip-up hoodie. You also get a bottle opener there. Really, really sturdy. It's made out of metal. It's really good. And you get some sunglasses, and you also get a T-shirt. So if you guys want a chance to win that Chat Sports swag pack today, all you got to do is put in a $5 super chat, and that enters you into the raffle to win all 4 of those items. All right, so we'll do that raffle at the end of the game today. And if you guys want to get in on that $5 super chat, you can get on the show and you can get into today's raffle. $10 super chat, we'll talk about your team. So if you're like a Steelers fan, you want to talk about Kenny Pickett or Mike Tomlin or who they might hire as their new offensive coordinator. If you want to talk about Bill Belichick, if you want to talk about whatever the team may be, if you're a Bears fan, you want to hear my take on should they keep Justin Fields and trade the first overall pick, or should they get Caleb Williams? I'll answer all those questions for you guys. $10 super chat. We'll talk about your team. $20, we'll spin the wheel. We'll get some of those items ready, Mr. Lotteray, here pretty soon. But also, you guys can enter into a 50-50 raffle today here on NFL Daily. If you send a $10 Venmo to me at Jack-Sperry, okay? So we'll do a 50-50 raffle here. And whether we do it at halftime, whether we do it at the end of the game. If you want a chance to win some money on today's show, make sure to send $10 to @Jack_or Jack-Sperry for a chance to win that 50-50 raffle on today's NFL Daily Watch Party. So now predict the score for me down there in the comment section. Ravens versus Texans, predict the score. I got my score prediction coming up here pretty soon, but I want to see where you guys are heading into this football game. Do you think Texans are going to pull off the upset? Do you think Lamar Jackson is finally going to get that playoff monkey off his back and finally play well? Let me know. We got Lacura Victor, 28-25, Ravens, close game. Maximus is going 37-34. Josh Binger says Texans 43, Ravens 38. Man, that would be a barn burner right there. Nicole is going Ravens 34-12. Godbody, he's going 31-27. Ravens win. Trenton is going 37-24. Texans. Christopher is going Texans win 35-27. Okay, interesting. And we got Jasmine 35-28. Ravens win. I mean, these are really a lot closer than I actually thought that it would be, man. I mean, I thought we would see a lot of Ravens blowout predictions here, but it seems like most people think this one's going to be pretty close. And listen, we've had a lot of blowouts in the NFL playoffs so far. There hasn't been too many entertaining football games to this point. I'm just hoping at this point, man, that we're going to see some good football, see some good offense, and get things going today. So up next, my score prediction, all right? I can't wait to share that with you guys. I think that, we're going to really get into the weeds here. But first, I want to ask you to go ahead and click that subscribe button right now and join the Chat Sports family. We have over 350,000 people already subscribed. And listen, the offseason is really the best time to be subscribed here to Chat Sports. All right, we have a weekly live show. We're going to be breaking down NFL free agency, the latest rumors for your favorite team. We're also going to be doing NFL draft. We're going to be putting out a bunch of really high-quality NFL draft content here. Going to go over all the best players. We got mock drafts every week. We're going to do full scouting reports on all the big-name quarterbacks in this year's NFL draft. So listen, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, but you want to get premium NFL content every single day on this platform, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. By the way, that's a live sub counter, so you're going to see that tick up throughout today's football game. So let's go over the biggest storylines of today's game, which of course revolves around the quarterbacks. All right, when it comes to Lamar Jackson, he's on the cusp of winning his second league MVP of his career. But the big question for Lamar is going to be whether or not he can perform in the playoffs. So you look at his stats this season, you can see why he is considered the favorite to be the most valuable player in the National Football League this year. Over 67% completion percentage, just about 230 yards passing per game, 24 touchdowns to only 7 interceptions, and a great quarterback rating this year. And that's not even counting what this guy can do with his legs. However, you look at his playoff stats, and they take a big dip down, and the only category they don't is in the yards per game section, but that's because he's been forced to throw it all the time. He's always playing from behind in the playoffs, so that completion percentage takes a huge dip below just about 56%. That's terrible. And then the touchdown to interception ratio, not many touchdowns to 5 interceptions, and the quarterback rating is god-awful in the playoffs. So that's definitely the narrative surrounding Lamar Jackson, and today against a pretty decent defense in the Houston Texans that are playing some really good football right now, he's going to try to dispel that narrative and get this team to the AFC Championship for the first time in his career. Then we got to CJ Stroud here. CJ Stroud, yeah! And you look at these stats, man, and you can see why he is the runaway favorite to win Offensive Player or Offensive Rookie of the Year, I should say. Of course, coming out of The Ohio State University, second overall pick this year for the Houston Texans. Just absolutely incredible numbers. And the thing that really sticks out for me is that touchdown to interception ratio. Just 5 interceptions this year in 15 games played. He was a big reason why the Houston Texans are number 1 in the least amount of giveaways this season for an offense. Now you go to the wild card game against the Cleveland Browns. Utterly fantastic. 16 of 21 for 274 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and an incredible quarterback rating there of 157.2. He was absolutely incredible throwing the ball down the field. I would expect Bobby Slowick and CJ Stroud to be dialing up some of those patented deep shots in this offense. So you take a look at the comparison here between Lamar Jackson and CJ Stroud, and really this game comes down to this matchup for me. All right, you got 2 really, really awesome quarterbacks. You got an up-and-coming guy in CJ Stroud, and you've got arguably the best quarterback in the league right now in Lamar Jackson. So right now, obviously, Lamar has the higher completion percentage, but CJ is getting a bit more yards per game passing. And then you look at the touchdown and interception numbers. They're pretty similar right now, if I'm being quite honest. And then Lamar has the slightly higher passer rating at this point. But these 2 quarterbacks, no one's going to doubt. They know how to sling that rock, and I can't wait to see them play here in the divisional round of the playoffs. Now, for my official score prediction, I do think because it's a bit chilly there in Baltimore, CJ Stroud not going to be the most comfortable. He's never really played well in these types of conditions. Just look at the 2 times he played Michigan. So I'm going to look at Lamar Jackson right now, finally getting that playoff monkey off his back, doing everything that he does well in this offense and everything like that. I think the Ravens are going to have a good football game today. I'm going to pick 30-16. The Baltimore Ravens come away victorious. But hey, if Lamar Jackson continues this skid of playoff play that we've seen from him in the past, I wouldn't be shocked if the Houston Texans pulled off the upset today, but I guess we're going to find out here in less than 10 minutes. Now predict the score for me again down there in the comment section. Now that you know these things about CJ Stroud and Lamar Jackson, does it change at all? Let me know down there in the comments. We got about 10 minutes to go until kickoff. Producer Jack, how do you feel about today's football game?
Oh, I mean, I actually want the Texans to win. It's just a great story.
Yeah.
But it's the Ravens. And they have been clearly, by far, not even close, the best team in the NFL this year.
Yeah, definitely the most balanced football team in the league this year. Like we showed you guys the numbers earlier. Like their defense is arguably better than their offense, and their offense has the most valuable player in the league this year. I mean, in Lamar Jackson. Okay, so it's definitely going to be tough to knock off the Ravens in their home stadium. You look at the history of the NFL, first-year quarterbacks, first-year head coaches usually don't win playoff games, and right now the Texans have already beaten the odds to win 1, so they'd really be beating the odds to win 2 at this point. So is it impossible for the Texans to upset the Ravens today? No. I think that Lamar Jackson is going to have to seriously choke in order for that to happen. But as we've seen from Lamar Jackson in his career, he's kind of susceptible to those kinds of poor performances on the big stage. And the big question and the X factor in this football game, at least to me, is whether or not Lamar Jackson is going to be able to grow up a little bit here and kind of go to that next level of performer which is somebody that can perform well in the playoffs, which he hasn't been able to do at this point in his career. Hopefully for him, he can figure that out today and get a dub for his team and get to the AFC Championship for the first time in his young NFL career. So if you guys are ready to kick off the divisional round here in the 2024 NFL playoffs, make sure you click that thumbs up icon. We got 185 people watching right now. There's going to be thousands of people that tune in throughout today's live show. Let's try to get to, you know what? So I got this. I personally do not drink alcohol, but my girlfriend Cassie was kind enough to get me some of this tequila alternative liquor. So this is non-alcoholic tequila. And by the way, this tastes like shit. All right, this is the worst tasting thing I've ever tasted in my life. All right, so if we can get to, let's say, 75 likes. If we get to 75 likes, I will do a shot of this disgusting liquid, all right? So let's get there. We got 54 likes right now. 20 likes away from taking that shot. I'm pouring it out right now. All right, I've got the shot locked and loaded right here. Let's get to 75 likes, and Jack and I will both take a shot. Yeah, I'm volunteering you, Jack. Sorry, man. All right, so we got about 7.5 minutes to go here. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens getting ready to take the field there at M&T Bank Stadium. And listen, you know, we talk about Super Chats a lot here at Chat Sports. We really do appreciate everybody that's able to help us out and donate to the channel. But we understand that not everybody has the available cash to Super Chat, and that's okay. But you can still help out the channel here. Make sure you click that subscribe button for premium NFL content every day for free here on YouTube. Make sure you click that thumbs up icon if you're enjoying today's program. Also, make sure to give me a follow on X. I am at Jack_Sperry. Going to be doing a ton of film analysis on the top quarterback prospects in this year's NFL draft. Can't put them here on YouTube or else we'll get demonetized. But I can put it on my Twitter. So if you want some of that in-depth NFL draft analysis from me this draft season, make sure you go give me a follow. And by the way, I will go give you a shout out on the show if you follow me on Twitter today. Every person that follows me during today's show, I am giving a shout out on today's show. And make sure you share today's stream on X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that you are on social media. Make sure you go share this program with everybody that you love, everybody that think might have some fun watching us today. And if you guys want a shout out on today's show as well. So not only will you get a shout out if you follow me on Twitter, but you will also get a shout out if you retweet my pinned tweet. All right. So pretty much what that is it's got our thumbnail on there. It's got our links in the live chat right now. Go check that out right now. Every person that gives that tweet a retweet, I am going to give a shout out right now. By the way, it's right down there. Every 10 retweets, I am taking a shot of this nasty, disgusting fake liquor. By the way, this smells just like tequila, and it just tastes like bitter, all right? It just tastes like, you know that feeling or that taste in your mouth after you drink like black coffee and it's just like pure bitterness? It's like that, but without the coffee flavor. It's just so bad. So make sure you go give this stream a little boost there on your X account if you got time. I see John Burlingame just followed me. Thank you so much, sir. And we'll give you guys shout-outs every single time it happens. Every 10, I'm taking a shot. Let's go. So 5 minutes to go until kickoff here. Jack, do you think Lamar Jackson is going to get that playoff monkey off his back here and start playing some good football here in the postseason?
I mean, you have to imagine. I mean, eventually. Eventually it's got to happen.
There's very few players that just shrink every single time in the playoffs. And he's just too talented, in my opinion, especially with this great connection that he has to the offense with Todd Monken calling it. It just doesn't seem like that kind of streak of poor play can continue.
Well, and we've seen with Monken coming in that their offense has been incredible this year. And maybe that was the missing piece, was bringing in Todd Monken as the OC. Maybe now it's time for Lamar to step it up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. You don't have Mark Andrews, so you don't have his number one weapon, but you still got guys like Zay Flowers, like future number one guy in this league for sure, if not already there. Then we've got Odell Beckham Jr. He's still got it a little bit. Isaiah Likely has really stepped up with Mark Andrews out of the lineup. They've got good backs here too. So I do think the Baltimore Ravens, for those of you that don't know, I'm the Steelers host here, so I freaking hate the Ravens. I hope that Lamar Jackson falls flat on his face today. But as just like an objective football analyst, I think the Ravens are going to win today. I hope I'm wrong. I'm supposed to stay impartial here, but I'm definitely cheering for the Texans. But I can't wait to get things going, man. Let's get this going. So we're one like away right now. One like away from a shot. I got my shot ready to go right here. There we go. We got the 75. All right, Lottery, get that thing lined up here. Let's go. You ready? There we go. Cheers, my friend. God, that tastes so fucking bad, man. All right, let's get it going. Nicole Williams is typing me. I see Wilson Ramsey in here. Who else is in here, baby? Who's ready to kick off the divisional round? Let's go, baby. Two great quarterbacks playing against each other. Couldn't ask for a better place to be right now than watching this football game with y'all. Let's go. I see Jody Willis in here. I see Phil. I see Jasmine. I see Trenton. I see Mamba Legend. He's ready. Tom Lyles is ready. Dylan Jones says, go Ravens. I'm definitely intrigued to see how Lamar Jackson plays in this football game, guys. He's had, 4 playoff games, I believe, in his career to this point, and none of them he's really played well in. It's kind of crazy given he's already been an MVP. He's probably going to get another one this season. But, I mean, this is going to be a real test for CJ Stroud too, man. Number 1 defense, scoring defense in the National Football League. It's not necessarily warm outside. Can CJ Stroud really deliver the goods in the cold weather? There's a lot of great storylines in here. A couple of really great coordinators going up against each other. Bobby Slowick versus Mike McDonald. Bunch of great storylines heading into this one. Tom Lyles says Lamar will be good today. And you know what? I agree with him. I think that, like I said, my score prediction is 30-16. Ravens will win this football game. Don't necessarily trust CJ Stroud to play well in the cold weather. And I think Lamar Jackson, I think he's at the point in his career where he's kind of over the playoff jitters. He's determined to get this done. And I think he does get the job done today and bring home a W for the Baltimore Ravens. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. We're 1 minute away. By the way, I'm one of the main NFL draft analysts here at Chat Sports this year, along with Tom Downey. We're going to be doing a bunch of great draft analysis right here on the channel all throughout the NFL draft season. We got mock drafts coming out. We got in-depth scouting reports on all the top quarterbacks: Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., all the Michigan fan Jack Lottery says J.J. McCarthy. We'll probably actually do a J.J. McCarthy video as well in the coming week. So if you guys want the best coverage on the NFL draft for free here on YouTube, this is going to be the place for you. My goal is to get to 352, 500 by the end of the day. All right, so let's get to 352, 500. So we're, what are we, 350 away? We could definitely get 350 more subs here by the end of the day. Let's go. The flyover just went over the field. It looks cold, man. There's a lot of people in their face masks. Yeah, I saw the pregame show. RG3 was shivering. Again, here's our Super Chat menu. Still waiting for our first Super Chat of the day. Any Super Chat, we'll give you a shout-out on the show. $5 enters you into the raffle for a Chat Sports swag pack. You get an awesome zip-up hoodie, perfect for lounging around the house. I wear mine during my off days. What's wrong? Lottery says I'm going to hate him, and I'm wondering why he's saying that. Cottage81 says, I subscribe. Thank you so much, Cottage81. Thank you so much, my friend. He's got the Mets logo as his logo. Thank you, my friend. Let's get it going. By the way, we're 8 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes before kickoff here, and I'll take another shot I'll take another shot. Let's go. Let's get this party started. Oh! $10 super chat from Jack Lotteray. I think Jack wants the swag pack. Talk about the best QB in the draft, J.J. McCarthy. So listen, I'll give J.J. McCarthy this, man. He's a hard worker. He's a very smart quarterback. But let's face it, Jack, he had very, very, how do we put it, advantageous surroundings there in Michigan. He had a great run game. Receivers were open all the time. Great defense.
What do you think of Brock Purdy? Be honest. What do you think of Brock Purdy right now?
I think he's great.
Okay. Because you argue he came into the same advantageous situation with the 49ers.
It's very true.
So,
but the league is different than college.
I understand that. But
we've seen guys from Alabama, Ohio State, all these different places where they can just cruise in college, and then the moment they have to go under adversity in the league.
You want to talk about adversity? You want to talk about adversity? Don't even get me started about adversity, Jack.
Well, here's the thing, man. JJ, smart guy. I'm sure he's going to interview well. All right, he just won the national championship. I bet he goes in at least the first 2 rounds. All right, I still have to go into his film. I've only really gone into the film on Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, and Bo Nix. Those are the 5 guys I've done so far. So JJ's next on my list. So I guess we'll see how I feel about him. We're getting ready to kick things off here at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. By the way, we got to 100 likes. So here's to you guys. Here's to the playoffs. Stephen A. Smith, what's up, brother? So here we go. Baltimore will kick the ball to the Houston Texans. So we're going to see just how adjusted CJ Stroud is to the weather there in Baltimore right away. Let's get it going. All right, did I get any more? No, I didn't. I'm going to tell you, man, it doesn't look as cold as it was in like Buffalo last week or Kansas City last week, but so here we go. Justin Tucker will boot it away, and we are off in Baltimore. Kick goes in the back of the end zone, and here comes CJ Stroud. Yeah! 76% completion percentage last week, 16 of 21 passing for 274 yards, 3 tuds, and no picks. Only 5 interceptions all season long. CJ Stroud in the cold has a lot to prove in this football game. Definitely played well against the Browns. Another great defense last week. Let's see how he does here. 1st down and 10 for the Texans. They start in the shotgun. Two running backs on either side of Stroud in the formation. Takes the snap. Hands it off. This is Devin Singletary, and he's going to get nothing. Maybe a half a yard here to start the game. Jadeveon Clowney, who has had a career revival this year with the Baltimore Ravens, with the tackle. We're off here, producer Jack Lotteray. Welcome into the show, everybody, if you're just joining us. Lamar Jackson versus CJ Stroud in the cold there in Baltimore. 2nd down and 10 here. Shotgun formation for Stroud. Takes the snap. Looks quickly to his right, throws, and it is broken up immediately by Ronald Darby. And actually, when you look at the Pro Football Focus analytics, Ronald Darby has allowed the 2nd least amount of catches in the National Football League during the regular season. The only person that was a full-time starter that allowed less, Joey Porter Jr., rookie from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3rd down and 10 for CJ Stroud and the Texans. Stroud from the shotgun takes the snap. Ravens send a blitz. He's going to try to escape up the middle. He can. He's going to dive, and he's going to be short. About a gain of 6.5, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans will have to punt. So good start for the Baltimore Ravens on defense. Good run stuff, followed by a pass breakup by Ronald Darby. They send an exotic blitz on third down. Stroud slips a little bit in the pocket, has to escape up the middle, can't pick up the 10 yards needed, and now the Texans will have to punt. So not exactly what you want to see there if you're a Texans fan, and knowing the fact that CJ Stroud has not played particularly well in cold elements. The punt is away, almost blocked, and now Duvernay has plenty of room to run. He's going to get to the 24-yard line. Pretty decent pickup there by the Texans special teams. And now here comes likely league MVP, Lamar Jackson. Lamar has done a fantastic job this year in Todd Monken's offense. Monken, the first-year offensive coordinator. Last year with the Georgia Bulldogs, has won 2 straight national championships, trying to make it 3 in a row for him, getting a Super Bowl here in Baltimore. First down and 10 for Lamar, who starts in the shotgun. 2 high safety look for the Texans. They seem to be showing quarters. Takes the snap. Lamar, read option. He's going to slide through a couple tackles here, and he's going to get about 5 yards on the first down design carry for Jackson, who is likely to be the league's MVP at the NFL honors in a couple of weeks. Now, personally, Jack, if I had a vote, I would give my vote to Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is the most valuable player in the league this year. I just think when you look at the numbers, I think that Josh Allen has just simply been more valuable than Lamar Jackson, but I'm certainly not opposed to giving it to Lamar this year. He's been great. From the shotgun, Lamar Jackson, 3 receivers on the field, takes the snap. The Texans send a blitz. Lamar sticks in there, throws, caught Zay Flowers for a gain of about 8 yards and a Ravens first down. Zay Flowers, rookie receiver out of Boston College. He was my number 1 ranked wide receiver in this year's class, and he has proven me right throughout this entire season, man. Such a shifty route runner, great after the catch, better hands than you would expect from a guy his size. Decent coverage from Jalen Petrie, but it's tough covering a guy like Zay Flowers one-on-one in coverage. Here we go, heavy formation under center. I formation, Lamar will toss it to Justice Hill, and he'll pick up a yard. Got to say, though, Jack, this Texans team coming, warm weather club, coming up to Baltimore, under 20 degrees wind chill right now. Can't be comfortable for this team. They got to really show that they've got the resolve to get the W.
I mean, we know CJ, he ain't good in the cold weather, so we'll see. I don't know.
So I guess we'll see here. Second down and 9 here from their own 38-yard line. Lamar from the shotgun takes the snap, looking, nothing there initially. He gets outside the pocket to his right. He's got room to run. He's going to take it, and he's going to pick up close to a first down. Looks like they're going to give it to him. I believe it's first down Ravens here on the scamper from Lamar Jackson. And listen, man, I think Lamar Jackson just showed right there why guys like him and Josh Allen are the most valuable quarterbacks in the National Football League right now. It's because they have the ability to dice you up with their arm, but then, when things aren't there, they've got the ability to get outside and scamper for 8-9 yards and pick up a first.
There's a bit of a difference between like an Allen and a Lamar and like an RG3, I think, in my opinion at least, because when you looked at RG3, you looked at the running ability. With Lamar, he's an all-around player.
Absolutely. And same thing with Josh Allen. From shotgun, play action, Lamar. He's got time to throw. He's going to step up, throw middle, caught. Tight window, and that is Odell Beckham Jr. with a gain of 14 as the Ravens get into Texans territory. First down, Baltimore.
If you're a Ravens fan in this chat, which I know there's a bunch of them, spam those ones. First down. Let's go.
Get in the comment section. Type 1.
We want to see who has the best fan base in this chat tonight. Is it the Ravens or is it the Texans? So show out for your team.
Or Steelers or Dolphins or whoever's watching. From the shotgun, read option. Lamar is going to try to run it, and he's going to be tripped up. Good tackle by Christian Harris. It's going to be a loss of about 3. And, Jack, something that I've noticed about Lamar Jackson this year as opposed to, say, his first MVP season, he's not like Justin Fields where he can go like a 70-yard run. Like, Lamar is still very shifty. He's still very good on the run, but I don't think he's like a home run hitter, and I don't think he's as good as he was back in his first MVP season where he could just run away from guys.
I tend to agree, but I also think that works in his favor as a passer. He can still evade the pocket, but
absolutely, yeah.
He's not going to, tear an ACL or something like that.
2nd and 12 from the shotgun. Lamar's throwing, sticks in the pocket in a phone booth, throws incomplete, tried to get it to his check down, and Gus Edwards wanted a holding call, didn't get it. And it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Type those threes in the chat.
They're showing John Harbaugh on screen, brother of national championship winning Jim Harbaugh. Go Blue.
We've got the Michigan producer in here, guys, so I apologize for him. Goodness gracious. 3rd down and 12. Shotgun formation. The Texans have 2 deep safeties, but they have everyone up at the line of scrimmage. Now, nice throw by Lamar here on 3rd and 12. He's going to pick up about 10. He got blasted as he threw. Rashard Bateman on the catch. It'll be 4th down and about 2. This is going to be an interesting call here for the Ravens. Looks like they're coming off the field. They're going to have Justin Tucker, the best field goal kicker in the history of the National Football League, at least in my opinion, kick this field goal. Will Anderson Jr. was sent on a blitz up the middle, got to Lamar, but Lamar with a nice anticipation throw on the outside to give Justin Tucker an 87% chance to make this one from 53 yards out. Personally, 4th down and 3, this is a tough call, but Tucker puts it up, and it looks like it's got the distance. It does, and it is good. 3-0 Baltimore after the first drives of the game. Lamar to start this game, 3 of 4 for 29 yards. So decent start for Lamar, I would say. But for CJ Stroud, a little bit worse. 0 for 1, no yards, and he ran for a 7-yard scamper on 3rd and long. So not the best start for the Texans here, but, it could be worse. They could be down 7 here, Jack. So at the end of the day, Texans still firmly in this ballgame, even though it's early, but they got to get things going here because this Ravens team can put up points in a hurry. And you know what? You could be making money hand over fist with our friends at Prize Picks. You could do that right now by going to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. Guys, the playoffs are just so much more entertaining when you have some skin in the game, right? And that's what Prize Picks is all about. Here's how you play. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they'll go for more or less than their Prize Picks projection, you can even win up to 25 times your money on any entry. Today, I'm taking the more on everybody, man. I'm an optimist, all right? So I'm going to take the more on Lamar Jackson passing yards. I'm going to take the more on CJ Stroud passing yards. And then I'll take the demon here on Zay Flowers receiving yards. Already has 1 catch for me on today's Prize Picks entry. You can get yours in before San Francisco plays Green Bay tonight by checking it out at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. At Prize Picks, you aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks that are just looking to take advantage of you. So check it out now, prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. Again, if you're just joining us here, here's our Super Chat menu today. Any Super Chat that you send in, you're going to get on the show. We'll give you a shout-out. Also, we got an awesome swag pack of Chat Sports gear for you guys. We got an awesome bottle opener. We've got a zip-up hoodie with the Chat Sports logo on there. There it is right there. You got the bottle opener right there. You got some awesome shades with Chat Sports on the side, and then you get a nice T-shirt as well. Just $5 enters you into the raffle to win these 4 items. And every $5 you spend enters you into the raffle. And then $10, we'll talk about your team. If you want to talk about draft strategy, free agency strategy, head coaching search, whatever the case may be, you send in a $10 super chat, we'll spend some time talking about your club. Then $20, we can spin the wheel. We got a bunch of different stuff on there. We've got we got the dolphin suit for one slot today. We got 2 slots of shots. We've got 2 slots of Bean Boozled jelly beans. So here we go. Justin Tucker kicks it off, and it is going to go in the back of the end zone. CJ Stroud and the Texans offense will take over for the second time today. So there's only been 3 quarterback head coach combinations, both in their first year in the league, in their respective positions to win a playoff game. Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez, John Harbaugh and Joe Flacco, and CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans. That's a nice club to be a part of right there. Under center here, play action Stroud. He's got time to throw. He's going to hit his check down, and Devin Singletary. He's going to pick up close to first down yardage. Looks like they're going to give it to him. First down, Texans. We see Raider Sancho in here, and he goes, Raiders! First down for Houston there. On the short pass to Devin Singletary, the running back. Under center, CJ Stroud, 2 receivers on the field, Woods, and it looks like Collins. Takes the snap, hands it off to Singletary, looking for a lane. He's not going to get it. The Ravens bring him down close to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second down and long. Just 2 rushing attempts that were designed to be rushing attempts for Houston so far, and they haven't gotten anything on them. No gain on both of them. Madubuike, one of the best interior defensive linemen this year. You know, Jack, I think Madubuike is probably the best interior defensive player that nobody knows his name. Second down and 11. Quick screen on the right sideline. He's got to pick up about 1, and Kyle Hamilton is there to bring him down. It's going to be third down. Got over 780 people watching right now. If we can get to 150 likes right now, we're 7 likes away. We get to 150 likes, I'll take a shot. Let's go. I'll take a shot if we get to 150 likes in the next 2 minutes. We're 6 away. Third down and 8, another third and long for this Texans offense. In the empty formation is Stroud looking. Nothing there. Has to escape to his right. Lofts it down the field. Caught! What a play! Throwing to Devin Singletary, his running back, just kind of floating it up there. The defensive player wasn't even looking for the football. And even though it was kind of a lollipop and, you know, maybe a little behind the running back, they end up getting it. Patrick Queen out in coverage. CJ Stroud is able to get the Texans offense in Ravens territory. Now in the shotgun on first down. Flag flies. I think they're going to call false start on the Texans. All right, we got to 150 likes. Let's go. So it was a penalty on the Texans. 1st and 15 upcoming. Everybody spam your favorite team down there in the live chat right now. I want to see what kind of fans we got in this chat. Do we have Ravens fans? Do we have Texans fans? Do we have some Raiders fans in there? Let me know what fan you are. I see Cool says Raiders. Robert says Go Falcons. Got Demetrius who's 49ers. First down and 15. It's a throw from Stroud to Dalton Schultz. It's caught. And right now, Patrick Queen just throws him out of bounds. They're debating whether or not to throw the flag. They're not going to. It's going to be a 9-yard gain on 1st and 15, bringing up 2nd down and 6. Shout out your team in the chat. Let's see what we got. Anthony's a Commanders fan. Jody Willis is a Commanders fan. Rubber Band Man is Bears fan. Brookie, Bengals. William Nicholson, Kansas City. You guys got a big game tomorrow, man. Got a lot of Commanders fans in here. Nicole Williams. Robert's a Falcons fan. 2nd down and 6. Empty formation for Stroud. Quick pressure, throws it. Nobody there. And this could be intentional grounding here because there's no receiver in the area where Stroud threw the football. They're going to say incomplete with no flag, but it's going to be 3rd down and 6 upcoming. The refs are currently conferring. Kyle Van Noy is trying to plead his case. I mean, there was no receiver in the area. So they are going to throw the flag for intentional grounding on CJ Stroud. And I think it's the right call here, Jack. What do you think? They're saying that the Texans are trying to make the case it's to Jordan, but he's throwing it way past him.
I mean,
I think this is intentional grounding. That's just my personal opinion. All right, I fucking hate the Ravens. Okay, like I'm a Steelers fan. I hate the Ravens. But yeah, I mean I think that's a good call. 3rd down and 16. Once again, a 3rd and long for this Texans offense. 1 for 2 on 3rd and longs today. Stroud from the shotgun. And now there's going to be a false start on the Texans, parking them back even further. And at this point, Jack, you might just try to go like a medium-level throw here to try to get yourself in the field goal range.
I'm worried about this Texans team. It looks like they're starting to crumble. I don't know if they can. I mean, is that Laramie Tunsil? No. I don't know. But
Tunsil's playing.
No, I'm saying was that who they're showing? No, Shaq Mason.
Yeah, Shaq Mason.
I don't know. They're looking a little shaky. I don't know. I don't know about this Texas team. I feel a little worried for them.
I mean, lots of early penalties. You can tell the crowd noise is affecting them a little bit. 3rd down and 21 now, close to midfield. They're going to have to get a good chunk here to be in Kiami Fairbairn field goal range. Stroud steps up in the pocket, throws down the sideline, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Off-target throw from Stroud. He was pressured very quickly, and now the Texans will be forced to punt without points again. So Jadeveon Clowney gets in there, and then Madubuike again. If you guys don't know his name, you better freaking learn it, man, because he is an unbelievable player.
He didn't get paid this offseason. He's going to get paid this offseason.
He is. He's right now, Justin Madubuike is the 23rd highest ranked defensive tackle in the game, and I don't think many people know his name. They call him Baby Donald there in Baltimore. He's a damn good player, and he gets the pressure on CJ Stroud there. All right, so they're heading to commercial break here. So I'm going to give some shout-outs here. Let's shout out your team down there in the comments section. Mark Johnson is a Dolphins fan. Jake is a Chargers fan. Chris says, let's go Cowboys. Oh, it's been a rough week for Cowboys fans, man. It's been a rough week for them boys. Josiah Fernandez, Dolphins. Do you know, does that name ring a bell there, Jack? Josiah? Licketh, I think it's Licketh Cy, Seahawks fan. I mean, that sounds like a fake name, but if that's your real name, man, I kind of like it. Licketh. Interesting. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 352 500 by the end of today's show. If we could hit that mark, I'll be pretty damn happy, all right? We got 1,000 people watching right now, guys, and here's the thing. I'm one of the lead draft analysts here at Chat Sports, and let me tell you, me and Tom Downey, our other draft analyst here at Chat Sports, we've got a bunch of great stuff cooking in terms of draft content for you guys right here on the channel. We're doing mock drafts every week. We've got dueling mock drafts, another new segment that we're going to be doing this year. We got scouting reports going in detail on the strengths and weaknesses of all the top prospects in this year's NFL draft class, especially the quarterbacks. We're going to be going very in-depth with the quarterbacks this year. So if you guys want that in-depth, super detailed NFL draft content this draft season, make sure you click that subscribe button. We're going to be sending some people out to the draft combine in Indy. Maybe Jack and I will be able to go to that. And that'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun, man. So right now you can see that live sub counter clicking up a little bit. 300 away. By the way, we just passed. I'll say this right now, okay? Every 100 likes that we get on the show, I'm taking a shot. So we just passed 200 likes. I'm taking another shot.
Real quick, I also want to say another reason why you guys should subscribe. We're talking about the draft and free agency and all of that. We're going live for every single playoff game. So we're going to be live later tonight. Me and Allie Barefoot are going to be live later tonight for 49ers Packers, and we're going to be live for every playoff game. So just like me and Sperry are doing right now. Oh, there's Jim. Let's go. Go blue, baby. Go blue.
Unbelievable.
Come back, Jim. Come back, Jim. Come back.
Or maybe unsubscribe because you don't want to hear Jack completely going off on his Michigan propaganda here on the show. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you guys. First down and 10 for Baltimore. It's going to be a run play to Gus Edwards. He's going to get about 4 yards. It'll be second down and 6 or second down and 7 coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, Sperry, you want to show them what you're taking a shot at? Because Jimmy says, I respect it, but we all see the water bottle. It's not a water bottle, Sperry. Show them what it is.
So we've got this stuff right here. Tequila alternative. It's my girlfriend got this for me because I don't drink alcohol. So we got this tequila alternative. I do have my water bottle right here. Like I am drinking water too, but the shots I'm taking today, tequila alternative, this stuff tastes like shit. I do not drink alcohol, but I do. I guess I got to take one for the team here and take down that tequila.
Jimmy,
unbelievable.
His shot glass is on the left of the desk.
Yeah.
Come on, use your brain. Use your brain.
All right, here. So we've got. So they just ran the football again. It'll be third down coming up here. Third down and short. So we're 70 likes away from the next shot of this tequila alternative. See, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna pour it right now. There we go. Now Lamar throws on the sideline, flag. It's incomplete. Left it too far inside for Zay Flowers, and now Lamar's getting up, and he's wanting a flag, and he got it. But what is this flag for? Is it going to be roughing the passer? Is it going to be holding? Is it going to be DPI? It definitely appears like it's going to be on Houston. Oh, no, it's on the offense. It's holding on John Simpson, the offensive lineman. It's declined, and now Baltimore will have to punt. So that's a big stop. That is a very big stop there for the Houston Texans, trying to get a little bit of momentum here, trying to stay within striking distance here in the first half. The punt is away, and it's not a great punt. It goes out of bounds, probably close to midfield. There's a flag down on the play. It looked like there's a couple of players that hit the ground, and I think they're going to say that this ball went out of bounds before it got past midfield. So I think the Texans are going to have excellent field position here. Holding on the receiving team there. So they're not going to get the football past midfield, but they're going to have great field position nonetheless. All right, sure. So my prize picks entry today, I got the more on Lamar Jackson passing yards. I got the more on CJ Stroud passing yards. You know, I'm an optimist. What can I say? And I got the more on Zay Flowers receiving yards there with the Demon one right there. So a Demon is part of their Demons and Goblins promotion that they're doing from our friends at Prize Picks, where it's a harder to get entry, but it's a higher payout. So I'm playing it a little risky here, going with the more on Zay Flowers, but you can go check it out right now and get yours in today before San Francisco versus Green Bay tonight when you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS. So right now, I'm looking at the stats for both of the quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, 3 of 5 for 29 yards. No tuds, no picks. CJ Stroud, 4 of 7 for 49, no tuds, no picks. What's that? It's not looking great so far. I mean, definitely neither of these guys is lighting it up. I mean, we're about to finish the first quarter with the score being 3-0. I get that it's cold, but right now I can't say either quarterback is really dispelling any of the narratives surrounding them at this point.
I just think the defenses on both teams have showed up, which we thought could happen. But I think maybe, and it's also probably another thing too. Ravens playoff jitters because they didn't play last week. They had the bye.
Yep.
So a little
maybe
bit of
a little
playoff
rusty.
jitters.
Maybe a little rusty.
And the Texans, they're away. They're in the cold. They're trying to get their groove. They're trying to warm up. So first quarter, we'll just throw it out the window, a little 3-0 score, unless the Texans drive in the next 3 minutes and score. But little close game to start off. But I'm thinking second quarter into the second half.
Yeah.
We'll see some more scoring.
And, I'll say this right now. I do think Lamar Jackson has so far played the better game than CJ Stroud. I think CJ has had a little bit of a tough time so far throwing the ball down the field, whereas Lamar has actually had some nice throws, but neither guy is really lighting it up at this point. So Michael B says, hey, WTF, man, Steelers? We'll talk about the Steelers for a $10 super chat if you like. Any super chat is a shout-out. $5 gets you into today's raffle to win the Chat Sports swag pack. $20, you get to spin the wheel. Maybe one of the slots is Jack putting on the dolphin suit. We've got Bean Boozled jelly bean slots, shots. Let's get it going. First down and 10. Good field position for the Texans at the 45. They hand it off. And it's going to be nothing again. Jadeveon Clowney throws Devin Singletary to the ground. No gain for the third straight time for the Texans. Shotgun formation. The Texans are kind of hurrying it up here, trying to catch the Ravens off guard a bit. Still 18 seconds left on the play clock. Ravens press. Nico Collins at the top. CJ Stroud looking to throw. It's going to be dropped by Dalton Schultz. He was open. A good throw by CJ Stroud. He had the roll out to his right from the shotgun on second down and 10. Throws a good ball to Dalton Schultz, who has been a really reliable weapon for him all year long, and he just drops it. Very uncharacteristic, but this is what happens, guys, when warm weather teams have to go to these tough conditions where it's cold outside. You're just not used to having your body in those type of conditions, and your body does things that you don't expect it to. Third down and 10 from an empty formation. Baltimore showing cover 0 blitz here, and they're going to send the house. It's going to be a quick screen to Nico. He's going to have to break a tackle. He does, and he gets close to the first down marker. He's going to get it. First down Texans as they get to about the 44.5-yard line in Ravens territory. Big first down there for Nico Collins. And now, once again, going tempo here are the Texans offense. And now there's a clear false start on George Fant, the right tackle. So another first down penalty for the Texans. So here we go, guys. You see this? I'm taking a drink from my water bottle. This isn't the tequila. But by the way, we're about 40 likes away from a tequila shot. I've got my shot lined up right here. Let's go. First down and 15 now. As they get parked back to about midfield. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends for the Texans in the shotgun. Play action. Stroud moves the launch point, throwing. Caught Dalton Schultz for a gain of about, I'd say, 22 or so. Really good gain for the Texans as they're going to get close to the Prize Picks red zone here. One-on-one coverage between the tight end Schultz and Ronald Darby, the outside corner. And Stroud puts it right on him. Big gain for the Now at the 29-yard line of Baltimore, trying to take the early lead here. Takes the snap from the empty. It's going to be a quick running back screen here from the outside, kind of like a swing screen. He's going to pick up about 2 on the first down play. And, here's the thing when it comes to the Ravens here, Jack. I think it's really important. And if I was doing keys to victory for these teams, one of the keys to victory for the Texans today would be get an early lead. Because Lamar Jackson, throughout his career, especially in the playoffs, if you can get a lead on him, he's not quite as good, folks. He's just not. 2nd down and 8. Stroud in the shotgun, 3 receivers on the field. Orbit motion, takes the snap, fake. Now he's going to throw middle. It's tipped, and it's bobbled in the air and incomplete. Kyle Hamilton had an opportunity for an interception on CJ Stroud. It was bobbling in the air for it seemed like 2 minutes. And he couldn't come down with it. They were trying to go with that really creative screen that you're seeing in the lead. It's a double fake screen on either sideline, and that opens up the tight end in the middle of the field. A Ravens defender got a hand on the football, and it almost went right into the lap of Kyle Hamilton. But it falls to the turf, and it's 3rd down and 8 from the shotgun. Another 3rd and long for the Texans here. Takes the snap. And now they're going to call delay a game on the Texans offense here. Oh! Chris Davis with a $20 super chat. And he says, I love my Dallas Cowboys. I will never quit on them. But how is it possible they always have the most penalties in the National Football League? If my Cowboys don't win, I hope Texans do. NFL don't like Jerry. Well, I would say the reason why they have the most penalties is because they're an undisciplined football team, and that comes down to coaching. If it's year after year, there's something there about not teaching disciplined football, in my opinion. But we'll spin the wheel for you here in just a second here. But 3rd down and 13, Stroud pressure, has to escape, looking downfield, throws low, incomplete. Texans will have to kick the field goal here. So every $20 super chat that we get here, we're going to be spinning the wheel today. We've got 1 slot for Dolphin suit for Jack. He'll wear it for a drive. We got a couple of Bean Boozled jelly beans. We got these. Actually, they're Bernie Bott's every flavor beans, so the Harry Potter ones. But these things taste terrible too, man. So let's spin that wheel once we're done here. Kaimi Fairbairn puts up the kick. It looks like it's going to be good, and it is from 50 yards out. 3-3 is the score as the Texans level up the score here with just 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Raider Sancho says he wants a queso boot. Don't think that's going to happen today, but let's see what this is. Dolphin suit. Oh, it doesn't. Looks like a shot for Jack. What do you have today? What are you drinking? You've got the Patron? Okay. So Jack. Gotcha. All right. Sending him to the Patron zone. I love it. Thank you so much to Chris Davis for that $20 super chat. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen the Dolphin suit, oh, baby, it is electric. So keep sending in those 20s for a shot to see producer Jack Lotteray in a Dolphin suit for a drive. Actually, let's make it a quarter. Let's make it a quarter. All right, we'll make it a quarter. We'll just have to get the fan on you. All right, man. Fairbairn, one of the best kickers in football this year, will kick it off. Looks like the Ravens are going to take this out. Devin Duvernay gets to the 20, trying to find a lane. He's going to get close to the 25, but probably not quite get there, as now Lamar Jackson and the Ravens will take the field yet again. So in this football game right now, CJ Stroud just over 50% completion percentage, 7 of 13 for 82 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. So definitely not a terrible start for CJ, but I think we've definitely seen better starts from him. That's for damn sure. And then Lamar Jackson right now, 3 of 5 for 29 yards, no tuds, no picks. So if Lamar wants to kind of quail those rumors here or this narrative that he's not a good quarterback in the playoffs, he's going to have to get going. Play action on first down from the shotgun. Lamar is going to try to scamper up the middle. He's got room. Gets to the 40. He's going to get close to midfield as he's going to dive down at close to the 48-yard line for a big gain for Lamar Jackson, and that's what makes him so dangerous as a player, man, because he can dice you with his arm. He showed that this year, but he's still easily a top 5 rusher of the football at the position right now. That is the end of the quarter. Holy crap, we are adding subs like crazy right now. If you guys want to see watch parties for every single playoff game this year, it won't be me and Jack every time, but tonight it's going to be Allie Barefoot taking over for that San Francisco Green Bay game. Jack Lauderay's got the double duty today. He'll be here for all afternoon. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow for our coverage of divisional round football here in the National Football League. And also we got draft coverage and free agency coverage coming your way over the next several weeks and months leading up to the NFL draft, where, of course, we have the best draft coverage here on YouTube. We always have the largest live stream anywhere when it comes to the NFL draft. Every single pick right here on Chat Sports. We got the best draft coverage, got the best free agency coverage, guys, so make sure you guys click that subscribe button because the offseason is really when you guys need to be subscribed to the channel. Also, if you want to enter a 50-50 raffle, can send a $10 Venmo to me at Jack_Sperry on Venmo. That's a QR code. You can actually scan that with your phone if you're watching this on your TV or on your iPad or whatever. So if you guys want to do a Venmo 50-50 raffle today, send in those Venmos now. Let me know, guys, at this point, at the end of the first, who do you guys think is going to win? It's anyone's game. Lamar is playing okay. CJ's playing okay. But definitely no one really lighting it up in Baltimore to this point. I still think the Ravens are probably going to win this one. Probably not get up to 30 points like I predicted. Maybe get to like 24, 27. Something like that. And then the Texans, who knows how many points they're going to score. But I think the Ravens kind of in that first quarter, little rusty, haven't played in almost a month at this point. So if there's any team that I think is going to be playing significantly better over the next 3 quarters, I'd have to assume it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens. What do you think, Jack?
I honestly have no idea. Whichever quarterback gets going first. And now, yes, of course, that sounds pretty obvious, but neither of these quarterbacks have really gotten going yet.
Yeah.
I think whoever has that first big momentum-shifting drive, that's the team that's ready to go.
Okay. We just got past 300 likes. So here's the shot. God, it tastes so bad. First down and 10. Pistol formation for Lamar. Play action. A sidearm throw to Gus Edwards, but he's going to lose a yard. Incredible play by Lamar to get the ball to his guy. It's just the Texans were all over it. I mean, Lamar had to pretty much fake out the defender and then, sidearm throw it to Gus Edwards. But the Texans were able to swallow him up quickly, and now 2nd down and 11. By the way, great field position for the Ravens as they're currently on their own 46-yard line. Getting close to midfield now from the shotgun, takes the snap. Lamar is going to step up in the pocket. He's looking, he throws, and it's going to be caught for a gain of about 18 to Zay Flowers, the rookie out of Boston College. And this guy can make plays, man. He is such a good player. I honestly think he's the second coming of Stephon Diggs. He is such a good route runner. He's smaller, might not have quite as good of hands as Stephon, but I mean, the guy can straight up ball. And he has been a game changer for that Baltimore Ravens offense this year. First down and 10. Now at the 38-yard line of the Texans. Pistol formation. 2 receivers on the field. 2 tight ends for Baltimore. Takes the snap. Hands it off. This looks like Melvin Gordon. No, this is Gus Edwards. He's going to take it for about 9 yards. Good gain for the Baltimore Ravens on first. And I will say this too, Jack. I think Baltimore's running the football a lot better so far. The Texans really haven't been able to do anything on the ground.
Every time.
That makes me think the Ravens are going to win.
Every time Devin Singletary's gotten the ball so far this game, he's been like tackled yards into the backfield.
Exactly. All right, now under center. Lamar sends Zay Flowers in motion, fakes the jet sweep, hands it off to Gus Edwards, and this is going to be a good stop by the Texans. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 here. Malik Collins there. The good stop. Stephen A. Smith says, the Ravens channel did not want me in their chat, so I guess I'll hang out with y'all. Appreciate you, Stephen A. Go Steelers. 3rd down and 1. It's going to be another run to Gus Edwards. He's going to pick up about 7 and a Ravens first down as they continue to march down the field here, trying to take an early lead in this football game. Looked like duo there, a duo run scheme from the Baltimore Ravens. Picked up 7. First down and 10 for the Ravens just outside the Prize Picks red zone, spreading their receivers out here. 3 receivers on the field. Lamar Jackson in an empty formation. The Texans send a blitz. He throws it quickly to Charlie Kolar, second-year player out of Iowa State, for a gain of about 4 or 5. And into the Prize Picks red zone. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. That link is in the comments or in the live chat right now. 2nd down and 5. Once again, 3 receivers. No, never mind. 2 running backs on the field for the Baltimore Ravens here. Pistol formation. Lamar takes the snap, hands it off to Justice Hill, who tries to make a cut, but good defense by the Texans. Maybe gets half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and medium here for the Ravens in the Prize Picks red zone. Big play here for both squads. Ravens trying to take and lead here in the second quarter. The Texans trying to really limit the amount of points this Ravens offense is able to get. Lamar takes the snap from the shotgun, looking. He's going to look to run. He's got room to run. He's going up. He's trying to bull rush his way into the end zone, but he's only going to get to about the 2-yard line, 2.5. But it's a first down and goal for the Ravens. And listen, man, the Texans have not done a good enough job at keeping their eyes on Lamar Jackson in this football game. Looks like it was a mesh concept. The linebacker in the middle went to go cover the receiver running the drag, and that completely opened up the middle of the field for Lamar Jackson, taking advantage. Under center now. Handoff to Gus Edwards. Nothing there. It's going to be a loss of a yard. So the Texans' defensive line doing in their front 7, doing everything that they can to keep Baltimore out of the end zone. They're really making them work for it and earn it. But let's see here. This is usually where the Ravens like to go. Multiple tight ends, multiple running backs. Now under center. It's going to be play action. Lamar looking, throws middle, caught, touchdown, Nelson Agholor. The Ravens strike first with the touchdown. And Lamar Jackson with a nice throw there to get it to his guy Agholor, the only actual wide receiver on the field on that play. And now the Ravens look poised to take a 7-point lead here in the second quarter. So now Justin Tucker lined up, puts it up, and it's close, but it's good. So it's 10-3 Ravens. Nice play by Lamar to move up in the pocket and find his guy when he's running forward for the touchdown pass. And the most likely league MVP is the one to score first. Between him and CJ Stroud, 10-3 is the score. And by the way, if you go ahead and repost my pin tweet on X right now, I will give you a shout out right here on the show. Producer Jack is putting the tweet in the chat right now. So anybody that reposts that, I will give you a shout out here on the show. So, Jack, do you think the Texans are able to really take this adversity and run with it here, or do you think it's going to be more of the same?
So here's what's going to happen, okay? This is what's going to happen. This next drive is the game, I think.
It's the game in the second quarter.
So I think what happens is if the Texans don't score, Ravens get the ball back, I think that's it.
Okay.
Because I think that'll be even more momentum in the Ravens' favor. If Stroud can show that he can handle that adversity and score a touchdown and tie the ball game, we got ourselves a game.
Yeah,
but
man.
If they stop them again and the Ravens get the ball back,
they score.
I got a feeling they're going to score again. This game may get out of reach real quick.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the Ravens, man. It's the same thing. You know, the Ravens and the 49ers are so similar in terms of how they're dominant on both sides of the football statistically. They both struggle when you can get a lead on them, but the thing is they can just put up points in a hurry, and it's so freaking hard to get a lead on these two teams. It certainly seems like, at least in my opinion, we're on a crash course to see a Ravens-49ers Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, and did you see that theory about the Super Bowl logos?
Yeah, I think that's complete bullshit, but like, why would the NFL do that?
But if it's 49ers-Ravens?
If it's 49ers-Ravens, it'll be 3 years in a row,
yeah.
Sure. But the idea...
That's just weird, man. That's just weird.
The idea that the NFL is, like, giving away which teams are making the Super Bowl every year.
It's whoever is designing the logos, they are like the writers on Family Guy.
And here's the thing, too, man. Like, next year, the logo is going to be a certain color, and people are going to put so much money on those two teams making the Super Bowl, and they're going to lose a lot of it. No, I know. There's no. I highly doubt it'll be 4 years in a row, but it's going to be crazy, man. Let me see. I don't think anybody. Oh, there's quite a few, actually. All right, so shout out to 5-star only Jonah N. And, of course, Jack Lotteray and 5-star only just gave me a follow. So here's another shout out for you, my friend. Thank you so much. So here we go. The Texans will take the field yet again. Big drive for the Houston Texans. I got to say it, man. If they don't score and then the Ravens are able to go up 2 scores with getting the football back heading into the locker room, I feel like this game's got to be a 1-score game if you're the Texans heading into the locker room. If anything, tied. You'd love to be tied. First down and 10, shotgun formation. 3 receivers on the field for Houston. Takes the snap. It's going to be a fake reverse. Devin Singletary has room to run. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8. Bobby Slowick getting in his bag a little bit here. Second down and 3 upcoming. See, guys, it's the water bottle right here, okay? It's because I'm thirsty. By the way, we're 40 likes away from another shot of this tequila alternative drink. It's like tequila, only it doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel bad. Fake reverse again. It's going to be a dump-off screen to Devin Singletary, and he's going to fight forward, and he's going to get close. They're not going to give him the spot. He's going to be a yard short of first down yardage. I mean, Bobby Slowick is getting in his bag right now. 2 straight fake reverses. Under center. Hands it off to Devin. He's not going to get there. Once again, this Ravens run defense absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage. And now this is going to be a big decision, but I think they got to punt it. So, I mean, you can't. Texans are not converting on third downs today. So now, if they do punt this away, this next drive for Baltimore is going to be huge. This could very well be ball game here if they score another touchdown. So the kick is away. Duvernay catches it at the 22-yard line. 7 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half. Man, look at all these people in the chat right now, man. We got about 3,000 people in the chat right now. Make sure you click that subscribe button. We're less than 200 subscribers away from hitting our goal here of 352,500 subscribers by the end of today's stream. Also, make sure you're subscribed for every single live show that we do this postseason. We are going live here on Chat Sports for every single game. Okay, so divisional round. Next week with the conference championships and then the Super Bowl, we are going live right here on Chat Sports. And then also, the offseason is really the time to be subscribed to the channel, guys. And here's why. We got in-depth free agency, head coaching search, and NFL draft content every single day for free here on YouTube. So if you're a team that's looking to get a new head coach, if you're just a fan of the NFL and you're interested in the head coaching carousel, we're going to be covering everything to do with all these teams potentially hiring their new head coaches here over the next couple days and weeks. And then also free agency's coming up. Targets, top players, all these different things, trade rumors throughout the offseason. And then, of course, Tom Downey and I and the rest of the Chat Sports team here, we're going to be doing a bunch of great NFL draft content all throughout this offseason. In-depth scouting reports on all the top quarterbacks. We're going to be doing mock drafts every week. It's going to be fantastic stuff. We're sending a crew out to Indianapolis for the Combine this year. It's going to be so much fun, man. So join us. Make sure, click that subscribe button. Help us reach our goal today. You guys can see that sub counter just keeps going up. It never stops. So we appreciate every single one of you that is in the chat right now. We got the 400 likes. Fuck. All right. Here we go. I fucking hate this shit, bro. Dude, what the hell is in this? We got distilled water, tequila, and other natural. Wait, so it says tequila is credited as an ingredient in this. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. But it says tequila and other natural and artificial. Oh, so it just tastes like they just put tequila flavoring in it. Disgusting. So bad. First down and 10. Yeah, exactly. So there's really no point in having this drink. So if anything, it's worse for me to have to drink that because anybody else here that's drinking Patron or whatever is getting it done. First down, shotgun, there's pressure and a sack on Lamar Jackson on first down, and that is a huge play for the Texans defense. Hinish, the interior defensive lineman, with a huge sack on the MVP. Looked like there might have been a holding there on Zeitler. Zeitler, I think is how you say it. The Zeitgeist. Second down and 16. One high safety for the Texans as they hand it off. Justice Hill is going to break a tackle. He's going to get to the 20, pick up about, 4 or 5. It'll be third down and long for the Ravens offense, but that sack really did wonders for that Houston Texans defense. Now they have an opportunity to get off the field here. Third down and 11. Let's see if Lamar Jackson is worth that MVP trophy, man. Let's see. One high safety for the Texans. Looks like they're in cover 3 match right now. Now, a Texans player comes off sides. The Ravens are trying to say it's on the Texans offsides, but the Texans are trying to say a Baltimore Ravens player flinched. So let's see who the call is on. Right now it's looking like Texans, and it is. They're going to say neutral zone infraction on the Baltimore Ravens. Or on the Texans. Did I say Texans, Jack? Okay. I did say a lot. I do talk a lot. It's a third down and 6 coming up. Much more manageable here for Lamar and the Ravens offense. And listen, man, after that sack, if they get up this third down, that's going to be a real killer for this Texans team. And now we have a false start on the Ravens. I mean, what are we doing? Just pre-snap penalties galore. They're in Baltimore's. This one will be false start, and they'll go back to 3rd and 11. Unbelievable. So now Lamar back in a sticky situation here after the Texans kind of let him off the hook. They're going to call it on the center, Tyler Linderbaum. Everybody but the center ended up moving. So now taking the snap from the shotgun, Lamar looking, trying to escape. Is he going to be able to? He breaks 2 tackles, still has his eyes downfield, tries to make another man miss, cannot do it, and it's going to be a gain of 1, so no sack, but it will be 4th down and long. The Ravens will have to punt. It's a big play for the Houston Texans defensively right there. Lamar Jackson, nothing there initially. Had to break a couple tackles to get outside the pocket. Kept his eyes downfield, still nothing there. And Christian Harris, who has chased down Lamar a couple of times today. He's a great athlete, able to bring him down as the punt is away. Now it's going to be caught at the 33. Finds a lane. He's going to break some tackles. There he goes. He's at the 40, the 30, to the 20, 10. Touchdown, Texans. Steven Sims with a huge touchdown on special teams to tie the football game pending an extra point. Steven Sims, longtime punt return man in the National Football League, formerly with the Pittsburgh Steelers last season, finds a hole up the middle, runs over the kicker, and he takes it all the way to the house, and that's exactly what this Houston Texans team needed. As now Kaimi Fairbairn will look to put it in and tie the game. It is up, and it is good. 10-10 the score. Oh, what a game. This game just got a little spicy there, Jack Lauderay. Let's see if anybody else has retweeted that pinned tweet. Let's see. I don't think so. Man, what a play by Steven Sims, putting this team on his back. So right now, if we take a look at the stats, Lamar Jackson, 7 of 9 for 52 yards and a touchdown. Decent, but certainly not great. And then CJ Stroud, 8 of 14 for 84, no tuds, no picks. So the quarterbacks are playing okay, but, given what we're used to seeing from these two guys, it's definitely not quite as good as we're used to seeing. We got over 3,300 people in the chat right now. And if you want to help us out here at Chat Sports, every single dollar that you super chat and you donate to the show, it goes straight to making you guys more NFL content for free right here on YouTube. Any super chat, you get a shout out. $5 super chats today. You get entered into a raffle to win a Chat Sports swag pack. So what's included is an awesome zip-up sweater, hoodie, whatever you guys want to call it. You get a bottle opener. You get some shades. And then also you get a nice T-shirt from us here at Chat Sports. For a chance to win all 4 of those items, all it takes is a $5 super chat. We appreciate all of your guys' support. $10 super chats, and we'll talk about your team for a little while. If you guys got a question about head coaching search, draft strategy, whatever the case may be, quarterback controversy, let me know. And then $20. We already got 120 today. I'm looking forward to that second 20 coming in. We got an awesome wheel of a bunch of different stuff. Shots for me and Jack. Bean Boozled jelly beans. The dolphin suit is on there. So if you want to have a little bit of fun today, make sure you get those super chats in. Really do appreciate all of your guys' support. So right now, we're getting close to dinner time here. So what are you guys eating for dinner tonight? For me personally, I don't know. My girlfriend Cassie is actually at a friend's birthday party over the weekend. Like they went over to like a cabin in the woods in the weekend. So I mean, things could get pretty crazy there. We got a super chat here from Shade. First time super chatter from Shade. Welcome to Chat Sports, my friend, with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much for all of your support. Let's go. Ron Winarski is eating hot wings. So Joffrey M says, did he say jelly beans? So yeah, so what we have, Joffrey, are these nasty Harry Potter Birdie Bots every flavored beans. They've got nasty flavors on here, like grass, like rotten egg, sausage, soap, vomit. So there's some really bad flavors in here. So $20 super chat, and you might be doing something here. We got another one from Shade, a $2 super chat. Thank you, Shade. Appreciate you, my friend. By the way, Shade, if you put in a $5 super chat, that puts you into the raffle to win the swag pack today. So just so you know that. In case you want to win some awesome Chat Sports gear, all it takes is $5. I don't know what I'm going to have today, Jack Louderay. I might get McDonald's or something, man. Who knows? First down and 10. Under center. Hands it off to Gus Edwards, who's only going to get about 2 yards. And, you know, I believe that this Houston Texans defense is severely underrated. DeMeco Ryans has done one hell of a job with this unit this year. It's not like they have the most talent in the world in this room. But DeMeco Ryans is making it work. And by the way, guess what, Shade? You're in today's raffle. Thank you so much, Shade, for that $5 super chat. Let's go. From the shotgun now, 2nd down and 7 for Lamar. 3 receivers on the field. He's looking. He's backpedaling. Nothing there. Now he's going to try to escape the pocket. He has to throw it away. Does he get it to the line of scrimmage? I think he does. But it didn't get out of bounds, I don't think. So could this be grounding? I don't think so. By the way, Christian Harris is all over the football field right now. They sent Christian Harris on a blitz, and Lamar Jackson usually able to get away from these defenders. Christian Harris has been faster than him all game long. He has really been an X factor for the Houston Texans on defense today. So no penalty, 3rd down and 7. 3 receivers on the field for Baltimore, who's in the shotgun. Lamar takes the snap. Texans send pressure. Steps up in the pocket, throws. It's tipped and incomplete. There is 2 receivers in the same area of the field. Not great spacing there for the Ravens offense. It tips off the hands, and it's incomplete. And the Texans offense, or defense, I should say, gets another big stop. So you got Flowers and Aguilar at the same depth. One running an in route, the other running an out route. And it just seemed, I think Aguilar probably had a choice route there where he could go inside or outside, and he probably broke out at the wrong depth. So now the punt is away. It is caught at the 26-yard line by Steven Sims as he runs out of bounds. And now the Texans have all the momentum tie football game. They have the ball with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half. Texans could go up by a touchdown here heading into the locker room. All right, guys. So right now, I said before, every 100 likes that I get on the show here, I'm gonna be doing these shots of fake liquor. I don't drink alcohol. But Cassie, my girlfriend, is like, because you don't drink alcohol on the shows, how about you drink this? It's a tequila alternative, and she knows this. It tastes terrible, all right? There's no reason to be drinking this because it doesn't make you feel good. It just makes you feel bad because it tastes so fucking terrible. So we got 487 likes right now. If we get to 500 likes, I will take another shot of that. Every 100 likes that we get, I'm taking a shot. So we got over 3,300 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for all your support.
Our record for NFL postseason watch parties, and we've done a watch party for every single postseason game this season.
Yep.
Our record is 543 likes.
Oh, we can get there. If we break the record tonight, I'm taking a shot. We're only like 50 likes away. Oh, by the way,
we're like 30 likes away right now.
We're like 30 likes away from breaking the record, and it's not even halftime. Let's go. By the way, man, like this just tastes like straight up bitterness. Like that's the only way I can describe it. It just tastes bitter. That's all it is. It does. I mean, holy hell, man. So if we get there, and by the way, we got there, baby. We just did. Let's go. It's not even halftime, and we broke the record here on the show. Here we go. So we do have some soups coming in. Guess what? Florian Swanson the second. Guess what, Florian? You in. Houston reminds me of every Super Bowl appearance the Giants have been in. I'm a Broncos fan, but can't stand Baltimore. The thing with the Texans is that they're a great story for sure, but you just don't really see first-year head coaches and first-year quarterbacks doing much in the playoffs. But, I mean, they're doing things that no other team has been able to do all season. So appreciate your $5 Super Chat there, Florian. We'll get to the rest of the Super Chats here in just a second. From the shotgun, Stroud play action steps up. Now there's pressure. He's trying to spin out to his left. He's still looking. He has to throw it sideline behind Devin Singletary, incomplete. By the way, we just passed 600 likes. It's another shot. It tastes so bad, dude. I'm not going to lie. So we got a Super Chat again. Got a few here. Going from Shade, says, can I get a shout out to my channels? What's your channels? Let me know. Shout out to Shade. By the way, we just got one from Paul and Michael. We'll get to you guys here in just a second. Now 2nd down to 10. Empty formation. He has to be dumping it off due to pressure right away. And he's only going to pick up about 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 8 for the Texans here. Third down and 8. Shotgun formation. Empty formation for Stroud here. Baltimore showing pressure, and now there's another false start penalty on the offensive line of the Texans. I believe that's 3 or 4 at this point, Jack Lauderay. And that's going to make it even harder on the quarterback here. Yeah, let's go to Paul. First time Super Chatter. Thank you, Paul. Says, this is for your McDonald's. Unfortunately, that doesn't go into my bank account, but I appreciate you there, Paul. I appreciate you. Got to get that quarter pounder with mac sauce. It'll change your life. 3rd down and 13 from the shotgun. It looks like we are going to the 2-minute warning here. in Baltimore. 10-10 is the score. Texans still have quite a ways to go. It'll be third down and long when they come back from the break. Do we have any more Super Chats to get to here? All right, let's get to Prize Picks here real quick before we get to halftime. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first-time deposit match up to $100 today. If you're looking to spice up your NFL playoffs viewing experience this year, get started with Prize Picks, which is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game. And if you're wondering how daily fantasy sports work, here's how you play. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they'll go for more or less than their Prize Picks projection, super easy, and if you know ball, you can absolutely make money with Prize Picks today. Today on my entry, I decided to be optimistic here about these two quarterbacks. I'm going to take the more on passing yards for both Lamar Jackson and CJ Stroud. They need to pick it up a little bit, though, if I'm going to hit on these. And then we're going to take the more on Zay Flowers with the Demon right there. When Demon and Goblins on Prize Picks means Demon, harder to get entry, but you get the higher payout. Goblin equals easier to get entry, lower payout. So just so you guys know that. You can get your picks in now and check it out at prizepicks.com/CLNS to get your Prize Picks in before Green Bay plays San Francisco later tonight there at Levi's Stadium. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. Again, that's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. Got a couple more Super Chats here. $2 from Michael W. Says, Buck fan watching in New Bern, North Carolina. So, the Buccaneers got a big game tomorrow. Baker Mayfield, if you would have told people at the beginning of the season that Baker Mayfield was going to lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the NFC Championship game, I think a lot of people would have called you crazy. So if they're able to upset Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and the Detroit Lions on the road tomorrow, which, by the way, I don't think is impossible, we're going to be talking about Baker Mayfield in a conference championship game after having one of the worst seasons I have ever seen when he was quarterbacking the Carolina Panthers last year. Just unbelievable. Sometimes the NFL can be nutty like that, man. So Shade says, my channel is Shade163. Shout out to Shade163, man. Let's get it going. First time Super Chatter here, Nicola Ryan. I love it. $1 Super Chat. Thank you so much, Nicola. Again, just a reminder to all the people Super Chatting, $5 puts you into the raffle today to win a Chat Sports swag pack, which includes a hoodie, a T-shirt, some sunglasses, and a bottle opener. So here we go. Third down and 13 from the Texans' 24-yard line. Stroud takes the snap from the shotgun. Looking. Throws middle. It's going to be caught. Nico Collins open in the middle of the field. He gets past midfield and to the 46-yard line of the Baltimore Ravens. A great throw from CJ Stroud. That's really the first time all game, Jack, where I have said, what a throw by CJ Stroud.
That's the first time he's really thrown down the field. It's been a lot of screens and short checkdowns.
But he let it rip there. Perfect strike to his favorite target, Nico Collins, one of the more underrated number one receivers in the league. And now the Texans are driving. First down and 10 from the shotgun at the 47 of Baltimore, who blitzes here. Quick toss to Nico Collins, who's open over the middle. He's going to pick up about 17, and another Texans first down. Clock is ticking. Texans still have all three of their timeouts as we hit the 1-minute mark. They are now at Baltimore's 31-yard line. Shotgun, Stroud, one high safety for the Baltimore Ravens. Stroud takes the snap, hands it off to Devin Singletary. He's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does after a gain of 3. We're almost at our goal, man. We're almost at our goal already. Our goal was to be at 352,500 by the end of the game. Now my goal is to get there before the end of the half. Come on. I'll take another shot here. I'll take another shot if we can get there. Another 50 subs. We got about 4,000 people watching right now. Let's go. Second down and 8. Shotgun formation for Stroud. Takes the snap. Looking to his right. Nothing there. Gets outside the pocket to his right, throws, Too high for Robert Woods, incomplete. 3rd down and 8 upcoming, another 3rd and long for the Texans offense. Let's see what Stroud has for us here on 3rd and long. Everybody go give Shade a subscribe as well, if you don't mind. We're getting there, folks. We're going live for every single playoff game for the 2024 postseason here in the National Football League. We got great draft coverage coming your way as well. 3rd down and 8. Stroud from the shotgun once again. Timeout, Texans. Let's get there before the end of the timeout. We're 13 subs away. I've got my shot locked and loaded right here. Let's go. Man, that thing just doesn't stop going up. Can't get enough. I love it. 3, 2. Come on now. We need 2 more. Who's going to get us over the top? 1. Come on. Who's going to be it? There it is right there. Cheers to you guys. Let's get the 353 by the end of the night. How about that? God, that's so fucking gross. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 8. Shotgun formation. Texans are spreading it out here. Baltimore sends a blitz. Quick throw from Stroud. Way underthrown. 4th down and 8. And, you know, Stroud has had some decent throws in this one. That one that he had to DeMeco earlier in this drive, great throw. He's also had some very uncharacteristic misses in this football game, if you ask me. So now Kaimi Fairbairn. That part's Jay says, you the best commentator. I appreciate that, my friend. Hopefully that's why I get paid to do it. Fairbairn from 47 yards away. It's up. It's close, and it's going to miss. He missed it. The wind took it wide right. And we still have a tie ball game in Baltimore. As, I mean, special teams will giveth and special teams will taketh away. And it just misses the right upright. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And man, this, you know, say what you will about this football game, man. Like, the quarterback play hasn't been stellar by any stretch of the imagination, but it's been entertaining. It's definitely been entertaining so far. Oh my goodness. All right. We are 40 likes away from 800 likes and my next shot. I'm going to get my next shot ready to go here. 40 likes away from my next shot. And I'll tell you what, every 100 subscribers we get, Jack's going to take a shot. How about that? All right? It's time to have some fun here on Chat Sports. Let's go. So we're 20 subs away from producer Jack taking a swig of Patron. Send him to the Patron zone, baby. Let's go. So right now we're 18 subs away. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to have extensive offseason coverage for you guys on all 32 NFL teams this offseason. Me and Tom Downey here on NFL Daily, we're going to be doing a bunch of draft content, in-depth scouting reports, mock drafts, big boards, all that different stuff. We're going to have it for you guys right here on the channel. And then we're also going live for watch parties for every single playoff game right here on Chat Sports Main. 12 subs away from sending Jack to the Patron zone. Six, 5, 4, 3. Come on, we need 3 more. 2. We got 4,000 people watching. I know all of you guys are not subscribed. There we go. Take it down, Jack. Yeah. Good shit. Good shit. All right. First down and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens coming up here. 32 seconds left, but they have all 3 timeouts. So can the Ravens, with the best kicker in the league and Justin Tucker, get a touchdown or a field goal here before time expires in the first half? Keep in mind, the Baltimore Ravens do have the football to start the second half. Now in the shotgun, 3 receivers out there, takes the snap, steps up in the pocket. Lamar looking, nothing there, still trying to get away. He can't, it's a sack. And that is Blake Cashman, the inside linebacker, bringing down Lamar Jackson, who you could tell is frustrated right now. Not a great start, I would say, for Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's the only quarterback with a touchdown today, but he's only thrown for 52 yards. He's been sacked a number of times. These linebackers for Houston are keeping up with him. And this Texans defense, man, they are showing out tonight in front of a national audience. If you didn't watch much Texans football this year, you probably don't know just how good that defense is. Tonight, they're showing the world. Second down and 19. Once again, 3 receivers on the field for the Ravens. Takes the snap from the shotgun is Lamar. Texans bring pressure once again, and they blow him up. Another sack for the Texans defense. Once again, it's Christian Harris who is having an incredible football game. And DeMeco Ryans is loving it on the sideline. I mean, right now, DeMeco Ryans is sending some crazy blitz packages Lamar Jackson's way. He sent a corner blitz with a stunt on the outside. I mean, goodness gracious, what an awesome concept there to design quick pressure on a quarterback. And Christian Harris, number 48, second-year guy out of Alabama, just absolutely having a coming-out party today. 3rd and 32, and I'd be surprised if this isn't a run. By the way, Texans still have a timeout. So if they want the ball back, they can definitely call timeout. And it will be a run to Justice Hill up the middle. He's got a little crease. Picks up about 13, 14 yards. He'll be short of the sticks. And DeMeco Ryans calls a timeout. He wants Stevens. He wants Sims. Texans' only touchdown in the first half came on special teams. Looks like DeMeco Ryans wants to do another one. So, I mean, I'm looking right now at this Texans defense, and the X factor has been Christian Harris, who has really stopped Lamar Jackson from running all over this team today. He's not able to get outside the pocket as nicely as he would like to, and his pursuit has just been top-notch today. Top-notch. 4th down and 20. The punt is away. Now let's see where it lands. It's going to land all the way at the 20. It's rolling. It gets all the way to the 17 as now they'll stop it. 5 seconds left on the clock. So there's enough time for a Hail Mary, but based on where they're at, I'm not really sure how much of a shot they have. Lamar Jackson is heading to the locker room because it's the end of the half. I would assume the Texans just take a knee here and take the momentum. And if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, right? And by the way, they just need it to go into half. If you're a Baltimore Ravens fan right now, you are not pleased with the way Lamar Jackson is playing in his 5th career playoff game. Jack, can we throw up the career playoff stats for Lamar here? Sounds good. We'll show you Lamar Jackson's playoff stats to this point in his career. It's not pretty. And then today, it's not good at all. I mean, well, I guess it's not terrible. 7 for 11, 52 yards passing and a touchdown, plus 50 yards rushing. He's their leading rusher. So over 100 total yards. But, there's been a lot of sacks. there's been a lot of missed opportunities, it feels like, and this Texans defense is playing damn good football. And then you compare that to a guy like CJ Stroud right now, who's 11 for 20, 131, no tuds, no picks. So it's not like CJ Stroud is lighting it up. This Texans offense didn't have a touchdown in the first half. It was their special teams that ended up getting that touchdown. But, neither team really lighting it up on offense right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing unfolds. I think at some point the Texans offense is going to have to score a touchdown. And, they've been moving the football fine, I guess, but they definitely haven't finished drives in the way that they've wanted to. They've had too many penalties. And then the Ravens, man, Lamar Jackson just isn't able to play the game in the way that he would like to play it because of the way the Texans are holding up in coverage and then the way that they're corralling him from really running the football outside the pocket. So there's the updated scoreboard right now. Leading receiver for the Texans is Nico Collins with 58 yards. Zay Flowers on the other side with just 25. But whenever producer Jack has a chance here, let's throw up those playoff stats for Lamar Jackson because they haven't been good, all right? He's played in 4 games in his career, and in none of them has he really played well. The completion percentage, under 56%. That is an atrocious number. That quarterback rating, 68.3. All right, for reference, that would have been not even in the top 50 among NFL quarterbacks this year if it was for the entire season. Okay, so Lamar Jackson just hasn't been a good playoff quarterback to this point in his career. 3 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. So now 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. And listen, the yards per game is up there for Lamar, but that's because usually this team gets behind early in the game and he has to throw it a million times. So, yeah, so far just 52 yards and a half from the supposed MVP in the National Football League. It's not what you want if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan right now. I think the Texans have them right where they want them. And right now, I put out my end of season awards, Jack Lotteray, on my Twitter a couple days ago. I had Josh Allen as my most valuable player. And I know that goes against the narrative that Lamar Jackson really deserves it. And listen, Lamar played great this season. I'm not trying to take anything away from Lamar, but I mean, Josh Allen, despite the turnovers, the value that he has brought to the table, both as a passer and a rusher, I mean, it's astronomical. He led the league this year in points above replacement. I think they're going to beat the Chiefs tomorrow. I really do think, man, that Josh Allen is the one that deserves the MVP trophy. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I would give it to Dak Prescott over Lamar Jackson. Because what is the reason that people say Dak Prescott doesn't deserve it? Because he had a bad game later in the season, right? I can't remember who it was against. Someone remembers, let me know down there in the chat. Dak Prescott had a tough game in front of a national audience later in the season, and after that game, everybody just said Dak can't win MVP. But here's the thing about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had a really bad game in his own right against the Pittsburgh Steelers this year in Week 5. That wasn't in front of a national audience, so people don't remember that one. But if one bad game eliminates you from MVP contention, why is Lamar Jackson the favorite right now? Let's see here. That game against Pittsburgh, let's look at his stats. 57.9% completion percentage for 236-yard passing, no touchdowns, and a pick in the red zone. Quarterback rating, 65.2. So, I mean, I think when you look at the stats, I think when you look at the value propositions of both Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott, I would take Dak over Lamar right now. I think Dak Prescott, in terms of regular season, right? Just looking at regular season here, I thought he had the better season than Lamar Jackson. Because here's another thing about Lamar, and I know that he's probably going to win it, and you know what? I'm not too upset that Lamar's going to win it. He's a great player. He had a great year. Don't get me wrong, but you look at Lamar Jackson versus guys like Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. He's not as valuable as those guys this year. He just wasn't. The Ravens, the best thing about this Ravens team isn't even their offense. All right, it's their defense. Their defense is ranked number 1 in points per game, number 1 in turnovers forced, second in red zone touchdown percentage. This defense is better than the offense. So how is the quarterback of that offense winning most valuable player? That's my question. That's my question. And then you look at Josh Allen, on the other hand. That team's dealt with injuries. They have one legitimate, really good receiver in Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis is fine. Khalil Shakir is fine. They've got some decent other secondary pieces, but they only have one, legitimately great piece on offense. And then the defense has been good, but it hasn't been Baltimore Ravens level good. And Josh Allen led that team to 5 straight wins, got them to the 2nd seed when most people thought they were done. So I've said my piece when it comes to the MVP award. I'm not going to cry too hard about it if Lamar Jackson ends up winning. But I do think that there were other more valuable players in this league this year than Lamar Jackson. And it just so happened that Lamar Jackson played his best football against good football teams at the end of the season. So the narrative is going to be that Lamar's the best player this year. But I think when you really look at all the stats in its totality and you don't go just based on narrative, I don't think Lamar Jackson should be the MVP of the league this year. But that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Carolina Prince says the script says Ravens are going to win this football game, and they might win. All right, because you look at the situation, right? So there's people talking about the logo conspiracy, the Super Bowl logo conspiracy. Oh my goodness. So let's take a look at those subs. Every 100 subscribers we get, producer Jack Lauderay is doing a shot of Patron tequila. And look at these numbers just keep going up. That's the goal. We got to get to 353 by the end of this game, all right? I believe in you guys. I know you can do it. Right here on the channel, we're going live for every single playoff game. So if you want a place to kick it with your fellow NFL fans, this is going to be the place for you. We're also going to have daily content for you guys on the NFL draft, NFL free agency, the NFL coaching searches going on right now. All that different stuff, we're going to have you covered every single day with a free video breaking it down in depth from all of your friends here at Chat Sports. And we're 10 subscribers away from another shot. Producer Lauderay is getting it ready. Whoever just unsubscribed, F you, man. And another one. What's going on? And by the way, we are 13 likes away from me taking another shot. So let's go, man. I want Jack to be so drunk that I have to drive him home at the end of the day today. All right, let's go. All right, we got to 700 there. Every 100 we get, Jack Lauderay is taking a shot. And there we go. We got to 900 likes. Here's another one for me. First time super chatter from Nolo V4 Kenny. Thank you so much, man. First time super chatter. Welcome to Chat Sports, baby. I love it. I love it. And speaking of super chats, any super chat that you bring in today, you get a shout out on the show. If you got a question for me, I'll answer it. $5 today enters you into the raffle to win the swag pack. You get a zip up hoodie, you get a t-shirt, you get some sunglasses and a bottle opener. 4 things for just $5 enters you in to win that raffle. And then $10, we'll talk about your team, whether that be NFL draft strategy, going out and if you need a new quarterback, I can predict who's going to be their quarterback next year. All that different kind of stuff. $10, we'll talk about your team. And then $20, we will spin that wheel. And we got a bunch of great stuff on there. Bean Boozled jelly beans. shots, the dolphin suit for Jack, all this different great stuff, all right? So Joshua says, is the alcohol real? So for producer Lauderay, it is real. He's drinking Patron, and I am drinking I'm drinking fake alcohol. I'm drinking tequila alternative because I don't drink alcohol personally. So
I also just want to say, because I saw someone say, is he driving after drinking? Chat Sports pays for Ubers for their employees.
Yes.
If they drank a lot on a live stream, Chat Sports pays for Ubers home. So don't worry about that. I will be Ubering home tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And if Jack needs a ride home, I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm drinking this fake stuff. And honestly, this stuff is worse because this doesn't even make you feel good, right? If you drink regular tequila, that makes you feel good. This is fake tequila. This just tastes bad, all right? So there's really no reason to drink this, which makes it even worse, okay? So that's what I'm drinking tonight. Joshua says, that's cool of Chat Sports. Yeah, they do a lot of great stuff for us here at Chat Sports, man. We appreciate everybody here. Then we got a $2 super chat here from Carson Seacrest. Says, let's go Texans. First-time super chatter. Thank you so much, Carson, for that $2 super chat. Welcome to the Chat Sports family. And then Nolo V4 Kenny with a $5 super chat says, money on the Ravens. And by the way, Nolo, you in. I love it. All right, let me know down there in the comments section. Where are you guys watching the show from? All right, make sure you guys get down there. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you watching from Texas, where we are here at Chat Sports? We are coming to you from Dallas. King number 69 is from Tennessee. Pokey Homie says from hell. Cliff is from Brooklyn. Noah Cat is from Israel. Welcome. We got David Paban with a first-time super chat here. Jack is getting something right now. We'll put you on in just a second. We got Cassie Voth, my girlfriend, is in here. Everybody shout out Cassie in the chat. You know what? I'll say this right now, Jack. Everybody spam Cassie in the chat. Everybody spam Cassie in the chat for a chance to win, to be entered into the raffle today. We're going to do a free raffle entry right now. Everybody spam Cassie. Everybody shout her out. Shout out Cassie for tuning in. She's actually at a friend's birthday party tonight. She's tuning in, and she actually got me this shitty tasting tequila alternative stuff that we've been drinking all night. So shout out to Cassie. If you want a free entry into the raffle, I want you to spam Cassie as many times as you can for the next minute. Come on, baby. I see Hunter in there. I see Taryn. I see Riley. I see Cliff. I see Andrew. Who's going to win it? Whoever puts in the most Cassies in the next 30 seconds will win it. I see Riley. I see Andrew. I see Grimace. I see Troy. I see Braden. And I'm going to go Riley Singletary. Let's go. We're off in Baltimore as Duvernay has a little bit of a hole here. He gets to the 30, to the 35. And a good one there. All right, I got to send Jack a... Let's go. All right. Appreciate you tuning in tonight, babe. Yeah, let's go. So Ravens will get the football here at the 45-yard line. A great return from Devin Duvernay to start this half. From the shotgun, 3 receivers on the field for Baltimore. Takes the snap. Quick throw to Nelson Aguilar over the middle, caught for a gain of about 8 or 9. $2 super chat from David Pabon, first-time super chatter, says money on the Texans. Then we got another one from Carson, says I am watching from Cincinnati. Well, you know what? We actually have a Chat Sports office in Cincinnati. That is where Tom Downey and Chris Daughtry preside over our Cincinnati office. Second down and 1 from the pistol now. In Texan territory here for the first time in a while for the Ravens. 2 receivers on the field on either side, 2 tight ends on either side of the formation as well. Takes the snap. Lamar, quick throw, caught by Isaiah Likely. He stiff arms the man, gets to the 30. A good run after the catch by Isaiah Likely, the second-year tight end. And they are marching towards the Prize Picks red zone. And this is not good if you are a Houston Texans fan. Christian Harris, the man that responsible for running down Lamar Jackson all game long, he is down on the ground, hurt. I don't even know what to say about that super chat right there. Giles, I appreciate your $2 super chat. First time super chat. I don't know if we can put that on camera, though. Jack's going to say it. Jack's going to make the executive decision here. But we appreciate you so much for that $2 super chat. Yeah, because we can't put it on screen, we'll throw you in the raffle. All right, how about that, Giles? So Christian Harris has to come off the field. He has 5 tackles, a QB hit, and a tackle for loss tonight. And a sack, by the way. First down and 10. Trips formation to the right. No receivers to the left of Lamar from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Now he's going to try to run that way. Design quarterback run. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. And Lamar is pissed at somebody. It looks like he's pissed at Ronnie Staley, his left tackle, for maybe not being in the right spot to block. What currency is that? I think it's got to be Israeli, right? Okay, so appreciate you, Nacho Cat. First time super chatter coming to us from Israel. Second down and 7 from the Texans' 24.5-yard line. Lamar from the shotgun again. 3 receivers on the field. Takes the snap, looking to his right, throws the slant to Zay Flowers. Caught for a gain of about 9 into the Prize Picks red zone to the 15. It's Israeli shekels. Thank you for that. So Lamar Jackson with a pretty easy read and throw there to, no, it wasn't Zay Flowers. It was Rashad Bateman, my mistake. And by the way, that was a great shot that ESPN just had. Jalen Petrie had his hands like this. The ball goes straight through his hands. So here we go. First down and 10 in the Prize Picks red zone. Play action for Lamar. Throws, end zone. Intercept. No, it was it. Jalen Petrie almost had a shot at an interception, and it looks like he dropped it. Second down and 10 upcoming as Lamar is pissed at himself. So it's one high safety here. Isaiah Likely is an inline tight end. He's going to try to find the seam, and Lamar throws it, and Jalen Petrie is kind of like an extra defender back there. He's reading the eyes of Lamar, hits him in the hands as he's diving, but cannot bring it in. Well, the last one was the Ravens on defense. Second down and 10. Shotgun Lamar looking. Now he's going to look to run up the middle. No one's up there. He's got room to run, and he's in. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson, as he rolls into the end zone, his second touchdown of the day. And he will put the Baltimore Ravens up early here in the second half. And after the way that their first half ended, that is exactly the drive the Baltimore Ravens needed, with Lamar Jackson running up the middle. Make sure you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today with our friends at Prize Picks. You can score if you hit on your entry, and guess what? The Ravens just scored on their entry to the end zone right there. Justin Tucker puts it up. It is good. 17-10 is the score. Baltimore is up. And by the way, you know, if the Ravens win this football game, that's not going to convince me that the NFL, like, they have this conspiracy to put the teams they want in the Super Bowl. That's just not going to convince me. All right, I get, everybody has their own opinion. All right, I'm cool with whatever you think, but for me personally, I just don't see it, man. And by the way, I do think the Ravens are going to win this football game. And you know what else I think? I think our sponsor, Prize Picks, is awesome. It's the best daily fantasy sports app on the market today. If you want to spice up your NFL playoff viewing experience here over the next couple of weeks, you can get started with Prize Picks today, which is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game. And if you're wondering how daily fantasy sports works, here's how you play. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they'll go for more or less than their Prize Picks projection, you can even win up to 25 times your money on any entry. My entry today, you can see it on the screen. I'm going the optimistic route today. I got the more on Lamar Jackson passing yards. I'm taking the more on CJ Stroud passing yards and the more on Zay Flowers receiving yards. You can check it out now and get your picks in before San Francisco plays the Green Bay Packers tonight by checking it out at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. At Prize Picks, you aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available instead of battling thousands of other players, including pros and sharks that are just looking to take advantage of you. Check it out now at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. All right, people. Well, how are we doing on subs? Do you need to take another shot here? I might be getting close, too. All right, so I'm 10 likes away from another shot. And we're 30 subs away from another shot for Jack. Can you do me a favor while we're at commercial break? Can you fill this up? Need some more water. Thank you. Loretta Danya Jr. says, new sub here, watching from California, Niners fan, rooting for Texans to beat the Ravens. Thank you so much, Loretto, for tuning in and subscribing to Chat Sports. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button and watch that live sub counter go up and up throughout today's show. Our goal is to get up to 353,000 subscribers on the channel before the end of today's watch party. As the Ravens kick it off here, up 17-10 now, and it will be fair caught by Steven Sims. So, I mean, you look at this right now with the touchdown run, you can definitely tell the Houston Texans are missing Christian Harris because Harris is an unbelievable athlete at the inside linebacker position. It's a big reason why Lamar hasn't been able to completely break the game with his legs. It's the only reason why he hasn't gotten over 100 yards rushing in this game. So now, first down and 10. Stroud. I did. Stroud looking. Dumps it off to his check down. Devin Singletary makes a man miss. He's going to get about 7 yards on the first down catch. We will be streaming the Super Bowl. I don't know who's going to be doing it. I don't know if it's going to be me on the call. I don't know if it's going to be somebody else, but it will be happening. We will be having a watch party for every single playoff game this year, including the Super Bowl. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button and join us for that. Second down and 3 from under center, CJ Stroud. 3 wide receivers on the field for Houston. Handoff outside zone to Devin Singletary. And once again, the Baltimore Ravens run defense just blows it up. They haven't been able to run the football effectively all game long, and now the Texans face another third down and relatively long here. It seems like CJ Stroud is going to have to carry this offense, Jack, if they want a chance to upset the Baltimore Ravens on the road here.
I mean, I've been saying it. They just the Texans cannot run the ball. They just can't. They have been so ineffective in the run today. It just doesn't work.
Third down and 6, shotgun formation for Stroud. Takes the snap. Looking, nothing there. Now he throws, caught. A little bit behind Dalton Schultz, but he's going to get about 8 yards and a Texans first down. Nice adjustment from Dalton Schultz. Set to be a free agent, by the way, this offseason. So not an easy throw there for Stroud to make. He's getting hit as he threw by Justin Madubuike. Now they might be taking a look here at if he caught it. I think he did. First down and 10 under center. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and a running back for the Texans offensively here. Takes the snap. It's a toss play to Devin Singletary. Once again, nothing much doing, just a gain of maybe 1. The front 7 for the Baltimore Ravens has played unbelievable today. Not giving an inch. And now it'll be second down and long. The Chips vid says can't hear. Am I good? Yeah. Better watch it, the Chips vids. Better watch it, man. Second down and 9. Stroud from the shotgun takes the snap, play action. Jadeveon Clowney's getting there. He steps up to avoid him, and he throws it out of bounds to throw it away. It'll be third down and long. There's a flag on the play, though. Let's see what this yellow laundry ends up being here. If the play stands, it's going to be third down and 9. And these Texans just seem to be getting into these third and long situations. Seems like every time they have the football. Holding on the defense, automatic first down for the Texans. They're going to get Brandon Stevens, a corner for them, for the Ravens this year, that is absolutely coming to his own. He's been fantastic all season long. And they're going to say he held Robert Woods, and it sure looks like he did. So right now, the penalty breakdown, 8 penalties for the Houston Texans to just 2 for the Baltimore Ravens. But that one gives the Texans an automatic first down, as now they're at the 42-yard line on their side of the field. Play action boot for Stroud. He's looking down the field. Now he'll run it and pick up about 3.
Something I've noticed that I think the Ravens have done a really good job on is every time Stroud goes to boot, you expect him to be looking down the field to throw the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And he's never had that throw. He's had one Nico Collins throw down the field, but every time it looks like he's about to wind up and throw, he ends up ducking down and running. I mean, that's great coverage from
You could definitely
Baltimore.
tell Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator here in Baltimore, after what we saw against Cleveland last week, they were not going to give up the big, deep shots. Now they're going to hand it off. Devin Singletary, this is probably the best run of the game for Houston. He breaks a tackle. He gets past the 40-yard line of the Ravens and gets to about the 38-yard line. A big gain for Devin Singletary for the best run of the night for Houston. So nice job there by Singletary to just find a couple creases in there. Not a real big hole to run through, but he finds it, runs right through it, breaks a tackle, and gets this offense now into striking distance where a touchdown would tie the game. First down and 10, shotgun Stroud. It's going to be a reverse flea flicker. Now he's throwing to a receiver who's going to be trapped like 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That play was just a disaster. Bobby Slowick has been getting into his bag of tricks with these reverses and fake reverses. He went to a reverse flea flicker there. And it's going to be second down and very long now after that play just completely blew up in their face. They were setting up like a reverse flea flicker screen. This is definitely one of the more creative play calls I have seen all season long, but just too many working parts there. And against a disciplined defense like Baltimore, I don't know about that call, man. Second down and 15. Shotgun formation for Stroud. Empty. Takes the snap. Now he's looking, throws middle, throws a dart. Good coverage by the Baltimore Ravens as it falls incomplete. Third and 15 upcoming. CJ Stroud is going to have to deliver. Going to have to deliver a nice pass here on third and long. You know what? I wonder, Jack, what's going to be the talking point if the Texans come out on top in this game? All these people saying, oh, it's scripted that the Ravens are going to win, and then they lose. What are they going to say then? 3rd down and 15, shotgun. Stroud, I think there might have been offside. I don't think it's getting called. He has to dump it off to Dalton Schultz, who's going to get hit. Oh, my goodness, what a hit on the legs. You could definitely say that's a dirty hit there. Ronald Darby comes in and hits the legs right at the knees of Dalton Schultz. Dangerous play. But this is going to be 4th down for the Texans, and I'm guessing they'll have to punt. I mean, Darby just goes right for the knees, helmet down, and good thing Dalton Schultz ended up okay after that play. Punt is away, and it's going to drop. This looks like a great punt. It's going to get to the 7-yard line as it's downed by the Texans special teams. Long field for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. We getting close? Oh, you have another shot? So I'm 50 subscribers away. I'm 50 likes away from another shot for me. I've already got this. By the way, we're getting close to hitting our goal, and it's not even the 4th quarter. You guys have just been fantastic today clicking that subscribe button. Going to be going live for every single playoff game this year, including the Super Bowl, by the way. And then we also have daily content for free, in-depth coverage, NFL draft, NFL free agency, NFL head coaching searches around this league. We got you covered every single day. Every 100 subscribers, Jack Lauderay, our producer, is taking a shot of tequila. And every 100 likes we get, I'm taking a shot of this nasty-ass tequila alternative, which I think you're supposed to be mixing into drinks to make mocktails. But we're just drinking it straight up, and it tastes terrible, folks. Tastes terrible. So right now I have a pinned tweet on my Twitter, at Jack_Sperry. It's in the chat right now. Go ahead, click that link. Give me a repost, and if you do so, I will give you a shout-out. Okay, so I want to give a shout-out to X-Zombie, who just gave me a follow on Twitter. Thank you so much, X-Zombie. Let's see if there's anybody else that's retweeted. Not quite yet. So if you go ahead right now, find that link in the chat, give me a retweet, share the stream with your friends on X. We'll give you a shout-out on the show. And by the way, if you give me a follow on X or Twitter, I'll give you a shout-out as well. Let's go it. So what do you guys think here? All right, we're going to restart the pin poll. Texans or Ravens? At this point, who do you think wins the football game? I'm still going Ravens just because this Texans offense hasn't been able to really get the ball in the end zone. They've been shooting themselves in the foot all day long with penalties. All right, so we got the pin poll on there. Make sure to vote. Who do you think is going to win, Ravens or Texans? Texans far from out of this football game, but they're going to have to, get things going here. And it's going to have to start with a defensive stop here. I think if the Ravens score here and they're up 2 touchdowns, I want to say this game is probably over, folks. From the pistol, Lamar sends Zay Flowers across the formation at the snap, hands it off to Gus Edwards, has some room to run. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on the first down carry. And really a big difference in this football game so far is that whether it be with the running backs or whether it be with Lamar Jackson, this Baltimore Ravens team has just run the football way better than the Houston Texans. 122 rush yards for the Ravens compared to just 31 for the Houston Texans. And the Texans just had their best run of the day in Devin Singletary just a couple moments ago. Sure. So here we go. Toss play from the offset I formation on 2nd down and 1. Gus Edwards falls forward for about 6 or 7 yard gain and another Ravens first down. Got a couple more retweets here. Shout out to Prince Zile. I hope I'm saying that right, my friend. And Lane Marie. Thank you guys so much for those retweets. Brenda Ruff just liked it. Thank you guys so much. Brenda Ruff just followed me, and David Espinal. Hope I'm saying that right, my friend. Thank you so much for giving me a follow on Twitter. Every person that follows, every person that retweets the pinned tweet on my Twitter will get a shout-out tonight. First down and 10 from the shotgun, play action. Lamar looking, plenty of time to throw. He's got forever. Now he throws middle, caught. Rashad Bateman was open, and he's going to get to the 42-yard line. Still on the Ravens side of the football, but starting with a long field, now the Ravens are marching yet again. Shout out to Beast Mode Ray for liking it. And listen, man, you can just tell the Texans are missing Christian Harris out there, who has been fantastic today. Gets injured here in the second half, and this pass rush just hasn't been the same here in the second half. Now the Texans send a blitz. Quick throw to Zay Flowers, trying to make a move. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the first down reception. By the way, we got to 1,100 likes. Here's to you guys. Once we get to 1,200, I'll take another shot. God, it's so bad. I can't even. It just tastes like black coffee without the coffee flavoring. It just tastes bitter. And then I don't even get the reward of tequila of feeling good afterwards. What the hell is this? There you go, pistol formation, handoff to Justice Hill. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3. It'll be third down and manageable here for the Texans offense. I believe if the Ravens score a touchdown here, I don't see CJ Stroud and this Texans offense scoring 2 touchdowns. T-Dog Taryn just gave me a follow. Thank you, T. Appreciate you, my friend. Shout out to Roger Shanklin. Let's go, baby. Shotgun formation, Lamar hands it off to Justice Hill. He's not going to get there. It's going to be 1 yard short. The Texans make a big stop, and now John Harbaugh has a big decision. It looks like he's indicating they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 1. The ESPN analytics say go for it. So short yardage here. Ravens trying to put a nail in the coffin here, man. If they can get a touchdown here or even another field goal, it's going to be tough for this Texans team to overcome a 2-score deficit with the way their offense is playing. It's a play action. Oh my gosh, they faked the handoff, and it's a Lamar Jackson designed run. Texans don't see it coming, and it's going to be a pretty big gain for a first down Ravens to the 30-yard line. So big-time play call there by Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator here in Baltimore. And you could tell, man, the Texans were selling out for the handoff. And Lamar Jackson, nobody on him with a rusher, with a blocker in front of him. And he picks up a big gain, and now the Baltimore Ravens at the 35-yard line, and they are driving with definitely a chance now to take a 2-score lead. Here we go. Pressure from Houston. He has to get rid of it. It's underthrown, incomplete. Good pressure there by DeMeco Ryans sending the blitz. Lamar is upset with somebody. I think it's his receiver, Nelson Aguilar. He's letting him know he did something wrong there. By the way, another shot for you, Mr. Lauderay. We're less than 100 subscribers away. How's that Patron taste, kid? You don't love it? Good. It's good for you. Second down and 10 from the shotgun here. Lamar takes a snap, another blitz. Gets it out to Justice Hill in the flat. He's going to pick up close to 10 yards. Texans sent a blitz. They left Justice Hill wide open in the flat, and it's going to be another first down for the Ravens as I believe they're in the Prize Picks red zone now, Jack. They're getting close to the Prize Picks red zone here. I don't think they're quite there. No, they're not. So now could we be getting a challenge here? By the way, we're 13 likes away from me taking another shot of this fake tequila. Holy crap. 5,000 people watching. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. By the way, I think they're going to challenge this. He was out of bounds well before the line to gain. Let's get to our goal right now. We got 5,000 people watching this stream. All right, every 100 subscribers we get, producer Jack Lauderay has to take a shot of Patron tequila. Every 100 likes we get, I have to take a shot of this fake tequila. But honestly, this stuff I think tastes worse than regular tequila. Because I'm Lauderay's designated driver tonight. All right. Oh, I put way too much in there that time. I pretty much filled the shot glass on that one right there, Jack. That was bad. All right. So we'll get to the Twitter shout-outs here in just a second. If I haven't given you a shout-out, I'll make sure to get to that. Next commercial break. 3rd down and 2. Empty formation for Lamar. Houston brings pressure. He just dumps it off to Justice Hill, picks it up. 1st down, Ravens, gain of 3. I mean, right now, Lamar just kind of understands that when the Texans are bringing their all-out blitzes, he can just get it to his guy in the flat there in Justice Hill. Nobody on him. Easily picks up 3 yards and a first. And by the way, the guy that made the tackle, I think that's Desmond King. Down on the ground, he is hurting right now. Getting close. About 50 subs away from Jack Lauderay doing another shot. And we'll get to our goal. It's Steven Nelson, not Desmond King. Steven Nelson put his head right on the body of Justice Hill trying to make the tackle. This looks like it could be easily a concussion. Dan Dosa says, please shout out E. Rex. Nice. I just got that. Dan Dosa, you almost got me, but you couldn't quite get there. Do you see that comment there, Lauderay? It's very nice try there, my friend. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Teresa L. Robbins Kirkham. Just gave me a follow. Thank you so much. David Lang, thank you so much. Sharky, Mason Sunleaf, Adobo, thank you guys all for giving me a follow on my X account. You guys are the best. You guys are the real ones. All right, here we go. 1st down and 10 from the Texans' 24-yard line. The Ravens don't have to get a playoff. It doesn't look like they're gonna snap it. Oh, they got somebody. It looks like they got Jonathan Grenard to jump off sides with like 3 seconds left. There's now 1 second left. So they're going to call it on the Texans. 1 second left in the 3rd quarter. Jonathan Grenard, really solid edge rusher who's slated to be a free agent this upcoming offseason. By the way, shout out to Sharky, Roger Helms, Roger Shanklin, Prince Zile, and Lane Marie for all reposting my pinned tweet on my X account. Thank you guys so much. So that is officially the end of the 3rd quarter. Come on, let's get there right now. Let's get there right now before the end of the commercial break. We are, 18 away, 28 away, 27 away now? Goofy Goober Sports says, like your hoodie. Which one, me or Jax? We got the yin and yang going right now. I got the white on, and then he's got the black one on right now. Got the little yin and yang going right now. I kind of like that. Got the Jack and Jack and the yin and the yang. Gotta love it. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. We're going live for every single playoff game here on Chat Sports during this NFL postseason. A lot of Rays pointing to it. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. We're going to have extensive NFL draft coverage, extensive NFL free agency coverage. We're going live for free agency, live for the draft for every single pick. Jesus Christ, Slaughter Ray. What is Jack doing? By the way, get that shot of Patron ready there, Jack. We're 6 away. Come on. Let's get there, baby. Who's going to put us over the top right now? Farm Boy Z, shout out to Maddie watching from New Zealand. We're 3 away. 2. Who's going to get us there? Come on. 1 more. Can we get there? He's got the Patron ready. Who's going to be the guy that puts us over? There it is. $353K on Chat Sports. Let's go. Gotta love it. By the way, we just got over 1,300 likes. Keep them coming. Every 100 subs, it's a shot for Jack. Every 100 likes, it's a shot for me. Let's go. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Dustin Watson says, love the show. We love you, man. We love you. Better believe it. Shout out to Teresa again for giving me a retweet on that post. You guys are the real ones. So from T-Dog Terrence says, go Steelers, big fan of Chat Sports. Watch every video when you do them. Thank you so much for being a real one, T-Dog. Here comes Giles with a $2 super chat. Shout out to my homie Jack Goff. I told you be careful. God damn it, Giles, you got me.
I'm literally saying in Sperry's ear, be careful, be careful, be careful.
From the pistol here. 1st down and 5. It's a handoff to, I believe this is Gus Edwards. It is for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 1 upcoming for the Ravens offense as they enter the Prize Picks red zone to start the 4th quarter. And I'll tell you this right now, Lotta Ray. I'll tell you this right now. If they score a touchdown, I don't see CJ Stroud scoring 2 touchdowns here. CJ Stroud to this point, 15 of 25, only 141 yards passing, no tuds, no picks. 2nd down and 1, designed run for Lamar. Now he's going to throw it. End zone, one-on-one coverage, caught, touchdown Ravens. It is Isaiah Likely, the 2nd-year tight end who has completely come into his own after the injury to Mark Andrews. And I think that Lamar Jackson has found another great weapon at that tight end position. And now Baltimore will go up 2 scores. And now CJ Stroud and the Texans offense, they're really going to be up against it here. Cold weather game. It's windy there. They're going to have to throw the football when the best defense in the game this year knows they're throwing the football. It's going to be a tough battle here. Tell you what, though, man, if the Texans can come back, they earn this win. I can tell you that right now. Because it's not going to be easy. Logging for a living says, shout out Sawyer. This isn't. Okay, Sawyer Hickman. Shout out to Sawyer, who is 7. He says loves the channel. Shh. You never know what's going to come out of this mouth here, Lotta Ray, especially when you're drinking the fake tequila. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got almost 5,000 people in the chat right now. We're partying it up here at Chat Sports. And any super chat that comes in, we're going to give you guys a shout-out. So if you want a shout-out, if you want us to give a shout-out to somebody, send in any amount of super chat, all right? Send in a $1 super chat, anything. We'll give you a shout-out, all right? $5 super chat, you get to enter today's raffle for a swag pack from us here at Chat Sports. You get an awesome hoodie, That's a zip-up. I love wearing this all around my house. I'm going to be wearing it tomorrow on my day off watching the NFL playoffs. Also, you get an awesome bottle opener here from Chat Sports. It's made out of metal, super sturdy. It will last you forever. You also get some awesome shades so you can represent the Chat Sports logo during the summer here when it gets sunny outside. And you also get a T-shirt with the Chat Sports logo on there. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Every person that puts in at least $5 will enter today's raffle. $10, we'll talk about your team. We'll talk about quarterback situation, NFL draft ideas, you name it. We'll talk about it for a $10 super chat. And $20, we'll spin the wheel. Shots for me and Jack, Bean Boozled jelly beans, and we even have one slot where Jack will go and get the dolphin suit, and it'll be the rest of the game at this point. So let's go. All right, man. So it's not looking good in Houston right now. All right, for all those people out there that say CJ Stroud can't win games and can't play well in the cold, I mean, you've got a point at this point. Let's face it, all right? Shout out James Yoder, our boss here, the CEO of Chat Sports. Yes, he has. $1 super chat here from Eric Fong, first-time super chatter. Shout out to you, Eric. Thank you so much for your support. So apparently he's got a lot of Rays got a tweet. So I like the play design here on the touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. It looks like a designed rollout to Lamar Jackson's right, but they have Isaiah Likely go out as a receiver, and Jackson just rips it for a touchdown there. Good. Happy Monster, a first-time super chatter. What's up, Happy Monster? $2 super chat. Shout out to you. Let's go. So now we've got CJ Stroud. Yeah. So he's coming on. He hasn't had the best day today, I will say. Another commercial. Goodness gracious. By the way, we're 25 likes away from another shot. I got my shot lined up right here. And we are, 23 subscribers away from another shot of Patron for Jack. Jack, how you feeling, man? You've had quite a few shots. You feeling all right over there, buddy?
Well, I had to run to the bathroom at halftime, and let's just say it wasn't to just go number one.
Oh, okay. We'll put it at that.
We'll just put it at that. That's all I'm going to say.
Come on. Make Jack drink. Make Jack drink. Make Jack drink. We're 20 away from another shot. Let's go. So Dwight Carter says he is a rookie, and you saying he can't win in the cold weather. That's not necessarily what I'm saying there, Carter, or Dwight.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying, and I'm saying he hasn't proven he can win in cold weather. Can you name me a game where he's played in conditions under 30 degrees where he's had a good game and the team has won?
The 2 times he played against Michigan were, I believe, under 40 degrees, and he lost.
And listen, I love CJ Stroud. I already think he's a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League.
I also want to say that, too. I think he is as well.
So that's not to say that, CJ Stroud is bad at football, all right? So don't take it that way. I'm just saying that at this point in his career, I believe he's from California, right? I think he's from California. He's only really been around warm weather, was drafted there in to Houston. Of course, he played at Ohio State, but he didn't really play in cold weather games all that much. I think the last time that CJ Stroud won a game in cold weather was last year when he was at Ohio State when they played Northwestern, and they beat him even though that was his worst game of the season. So he still has to prove that he can handle the elements. Boom, take a shot. And by the way, just hit 1,400 likes on the stream. There was a lot in that one too, dude. Oh my God, dude.
Micah says, Jack, who is your pick at number 3? I hope, and I don't think this will happen, but I think the Patriots might trade up. Oh, do I have to regurgitate that shot because we lost a sub?
First down and 10 for Stroud. Has to get outside the pocket. Nothing there. Once again, the Baltimore Ravens just blanketing the Texans receivers downfield.
Real quick. Okay, so I don't think it'll happen, but I would like for the Patriots to trade up to number 2 and draft Drake May.
With who though? With the Commanders?
Yeah.
Because the Commanders are not moving down. They're drafting a quarterback.
Okay, well then they need to draft a quarterback.
Those of you that don't know, I actually host our Commanders channel here at Chat Sports. If you're a Commanders fan, check out the Commanders report.
Give the Bears an offer they cannot refuse.
2nd down and 10 from the shotgun. Stroud looking, throwing, caught. Dalton Schultz will get about 4 yards on the 2nd down catch. It'll be 3rd down and medium here. 3rd down and 6 coming up. So for those of you that don't know, I host our Steelers and our Commanders channels here at Chat Sports. By the way, Ravens have to use a timeout. They didn't get the right personnel on the field. And Patrick Queen was hurt. Couldn't get off the field. So Ravens had to spend one of their timeouts there. It'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up. So, Jack, if the first pick is Caleb Williams and the 2nd pick is Drake May, and that's how I expect it to go at this point.
I mean, just like,
what do the Patriots do?
Them losing them beating the Broncos, I wanted to scream.
What about the Steelers?
Just the Broncos, because they should have lost that game. They came back and won.
Yeah.
Like the Steelers, they had command of that game. The Broncos, they came back and won. Did they win on a walk-off field goal?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to scream. These wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for them not beating the Broncos. So I don't know. They're in a tough spot.
3rd down and 5. CJ Stroud in the shotgun. Ravens showing pressure. They send the house. He spins out of it. Stroud looking, throws, sideline incomplete over the head of Robert Woods. It looks like the Texans will have to punt, and it looks like at this point they're going to have to get 3 straight stops on the Baltimore Ravens, and they're going to have to score 2 touchdowns just to tie it and have a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion at the end of the game. So the Texans in this definitely tough environment are going to have to really tighten the screws here. So now the punt is away. Honestly, this is a decent punt. It drops down at the 30, and it's going to roll all the way down to the 22.5-yard line here is where Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens will take over. Bobby Slowick kind of getting his ass handed to him today by Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's talk a little bit about Prize Picks here, our sponsor on today's show. If you want to spice up your NFL playoff viewing experience here during the playoffs, get started with Prize Picks today. You can even get your picks in before Packers versus 49ers. Tonight, there is still time. Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money, daily fantasy sports game. And if you're wondering how that works, here's how you play. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they'll go for more or less than their Prize Picks projection, you can even win up to 25 times your money on any entry. Today, I took the more on Lamar Jackson. I took the more on CJ Stroud passing yards and the more on Zay Flowers. I don't think I'm hitting on any of them right now, Jack Lotteray. So don't listen to me. But if you know ball, you can absolutely make some money with Prize Picks today. Check it out now at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first-time deposit up to $100 today. Again, that's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use our code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 today. No. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I got a couple more Twitter shout-outs to get to here. Shout out to Empty Cup for giving me a follow. Let's go, baby. Empty Cup also gave me a retweet. If you guys want a shout out on today's show, it's commercial break. It's the perfect time to go give me a follow on Twitter at Jack_Sperry. Find my pinned tweet, give it a retweet, and I'll give you a shout out for that as well. No, it's not. Lamar Jackson, right now, 82 rush yards and a touchdown. The next closest is Gus Edwards with 39. So right now, I'm looking at the quarterback comparison. Lamar Jackson, I mean, I would probably say for sure. It says he has 2 touchdowns, but he doesn't. Wait, he does have 2 touchdowns passing. Never mind. So, Lamar Jackson, I think if there's any quarterback on the field today that is kind of dispelling the narrative, it's that
Josh.
This is the best game.
Josh, you asked why you got put in timeout. It's for this right here. It's for what you're doing right now. So goodbye.
All right, here we go. 24-10 is the score. The Texans need to really get things going here, and it's going to be a handoff from the pistol to Justice Hill. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to get about 9 yards on the first down carry. Can really tell that this Texans defense is missing Christian Harris right now. Lamar Jackson, I won't say he's lit up the world today, but he's made the big plays when they needed to be made. He has 3 total touchdowns and over 200 total yards. So, I think the Texans, especially in the first half, did a good job on him. But here in the second, especially with Christian Harris out of the lineup, it's just been all Ravens here in the second half. Second down and 1 from the pistol. Lamar sends Zay Flowers across the formation at the snap. Handoff to Justice Hill. He picks up the first down and a gain of 4. Flag down on the play. By the way, we're about 75 likes away. 75 likes away from another shot. Lottery, I don't know where we're at in terms of subs. Illegal shift for the Baltimore Ravens there on the first down carry. So it'll still be second down. 80 subs away. Yeah, we've done a fantastic job today, everybody. So let's keep it rolling. It's the fourth quarter right now. Let's end it on a strong note here. Let's get to 1,500 likes right now. Second down and 6, shotgun for Lamar. 1 high safety for the Texans as they send Zay across the formation here. 3 receivers on the field for Baltimore. Gus Edwards the back. It's going to be a read option, and there goes Lamar picking up the first down as he gets hit hard by, oh my goodness, Denzel Perriman kind of lowered his helmet to hit Lamar Jackson, and it looks like he is hurting on the turf right now. He's in pain. Hopefully he's okay.
Barry, we have had over 100,000 viewers on this stream tonight. Thank you to everyone that's watched, shared, subbed, liked, all the things.
Absolutely unbelievable, guys. Thank you for being a great audience today. Still not done. So Denzel Perriman tried to put his helmet on the football to try to jar it loose. And it just looked like his neck or his head just kind of went into a weird direction here. So I think he was asking about the 49ers-Packers game tonight. So we could talk about that for a little bit. We're actually going to be doing another watch party tonight. Jack Louderay will be doing it with Allie Barefoot tonight for Green Bay Packers versus San Francisco 49ers. So make sure you stick around. We're going to be redirecting this stream to that stream right after today's watch party. We're going to have to go right into it because the game starts right after this game. So when it comes to Packers versus 49ers, last time those two played in the playoffs, I believe the 49ers absolutely killed them. Unless there was another time that I'm forgetting. But Kyle Shanahan has had Mike LaFleur's number their entire coaching careers. In the playoffs, the 49ers have taken out the Packers, even when they had Aaron Rodgers. And that's with quarterbacks like Jimmy Garoppolo. So I'm not too scared of the Green Bay Packers, or at least I wouldn't if I was a 49ers fan. You've got the superior roster on both sides of the football. I think you got the superior head coach. And I just, especially in the 49ers building, unless Green Bay can get out to an early lead, I really don't see them winning that football game tonight. So if you guys are just joining us, our Super Chat menu, any Super Chat, you get on the show, we give you a shout out, $5, you enter into the raffle. I don't know how many people are in the raffle. It's probably like 20 or something like that. We have a swag pack for you guys today, a hoodie, a T-shirt, glasses, sunglasses, and a bottle opener for you guys if you enter that raffle. We have 11 raffle tickets right now. Cool. $10, we'll talk about your team, and $20, we will spin the wheel.
We are also $25 away from $100 in Super Chats. If we get there, we're both taking a shot. $25.
Right.
$25.
$25 more, and we'll both take a shot here. And by the way, we're getting close to another shot for me. I've already got mine lined up here. 30 likes away from another shot of fake tequila here. Absolutely disgusting, man. I'll tell you what. First down and 10. So right now, clock is ticking with 12 minutes left on the clock. In my opinion, Houston is going to have to get a stop here. Can't allow points. And then they need to score 2 straight touchdowns with 2 more stops in this football game defensively. So it's going to be a toss play to Gus Edwards. Good stop by the Houston Texans there. No gain on the first down carry. Or how about this, guys? Let's talk about the logo conspiracy here. So there's definitely purple on there. The only team with purple is the Ravens. But there's a couple teams in the NFC with red. What if it's Buccaneers-Ravens? What if it's Buccaneers-Ravens and Baker Mayfield is playing for a damn ring? Pistol formation, handoff. So I believe this is Justice Hill. Wide open running lane. He's going to pick up about 17 yards here as they get to midfield. Bucks versus Ravens. Unbelievable. You can really tell right now that the Texans are missing Christian Harris, who left this game early in the second half. He was the X factor in the first half, which allowed them to be tied going into the locker room. Now that he's not out there, this Ravens offense is doing whatever they want. Approaching 200 yards rushing on the day as Baltimore takes the snap. Lamar hands it off to Justice Hill again. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Clock's still running. If they get another first down, guess what, Jack? They're in Justin Tucker field goal range, and a field goal would absolutely seal this football game. This game would be Jover. Germ Fetty says Bucks. Yeah, right. I mean, don't get me wrong, Germ. All right, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just saying, if you believe the logo theory, then it could be the Buccaneers, because the colors this year are red and purple. Under center, Lamar hands it off, and this is going to be. Is this Melvin? Who is this? Number 31 for the Ravens. Big gain. Is this Dalvin Cook? It is Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook comes in for one rush, his first rush of the day, and it's a nice pickup. Extremely well blocked by the front here by Baltimore, by the way. Now they're at the 25, and I think that's going to pretty much do it. Barring a missed field goal from the greatest field goal kicker this game has ever seen, this game is Jover. Or a turnover of some chance. First down and 10. Once again, they give it to Cook. He's going to pick up 5 or 6. Dalvin Cook and the Ravens offensive linemen are saying, keep feeding him. Keep feeding him. Let him cook. Dalvin Cook spent most of this season with the New York Jets, gets released, and he lands in Baltimore just in time for their playoff run. And listen, honestly, Jack, I know it's only been 2 rushes. He's looked like the best back in their backfield today. Like Lamar Jackson leads them in rushing, and it's not close. They hand it off to Cook again. This time the Texans have it well defended. Loss of 1 for Dalvin on the second down carry. It'll be third down. When is the Packers 49ers game supposed to start? 6:30? Okay. Third down and 7. 3 receivers on the field. Takes the snap. Short throw to Zay Flowers. Makes a man miss at the 20. He's going to try to make some moves. Man, that guy is shifty, man. Into the Prize Picks red zone to the 12-yard line. This Texans defense can't stop a nosebleed right now. Zay Flowers, my number 1 ranked wide receiver in this year's draft class. I had him over in Jigba. I had him over, what was the other guy? Quentin Johnston. I had him over everybody. Had him over Addison. Zay Flowers is something else, man, I tell you. He reminds me so much of Stephon Diggs when I watch him play. I think he's a little bit more shifty than Diggs is, but I think Diggs has the better contested catch ability. But like Zay Flowers, I mean, don't let his size fool you, man. He is a legit number 1 receiver in this league. First down and 10, pistol formation. Justice Hill, the back 2 receivers in the game, as they hand it off to Justice Hill. Makes a cut. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8 as they get inside the 10-yard line. Second down and 5. We're going to take a timeout here when the clock stops. By the way, we're 2 likes away from 1,500 likes. We're 2 likes away from 1,500 likes. I've got my shot right here. We're about 50 subscribers away from the next shot for Mr. Jack Ray. Just got over 1,500. No, I'm not going to throw up. It tastes so bad. That's the thing. Organic agave syrup, sodium citrate, citric acid. You could it's just not good, folks. It's just not good. Second down and 5 upcoming for Baltimore. Why are you putting touchdown Ravens? It's not a touchdown. You just getting it ready? You did. It's not touchdown Ravens yet, Ray. Save Money says, stop drinking it. Pretty soon the game's going to be done. I will be stopping drinking it. Here we go. It's a designed run on a fake handoff, and Lamar runs for another touchdown. I was right. 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. And, it took him a while to get going in this football game, but once Christian Harris, that uber-athletic linebacker for the Texans, got injured, just nobody was able to corral him in the second half. And he's looked like the MVP of the league in the second half. It's unbelievable, man. And then CJ Stroud, on the other hand, 16 of 28, 146 yards, no touchdowns, but also no picks. Justin Tucker puts it up, and it is good, 31-10. Do you want to put my official score prediction on the screen here, Mr. Latteray? I'm pretty close. My official score prediction was 30-16. We're like right there. If they score at all for the rest of this game, the Texans do. We're pretty close. So that's why you click that subscribe button, folks, because right here we got in-depth, in-detail coverage around the National Football League. We got some excellent analysts here at Chat Sports. It's not just me. It's guys like Tom Downey. It's guys like Chase Sr. It's guys like Mitchell Renz. All right, all these different guys. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of different people here that work super hard to get you guys the best damn NFL content for free right here on the channel. We're 25 subs away from Mr. Latteray drinking another shot of Patron. Let's get it going. So this game is essentially over, guys. Let's be honest here. Down 3 touchdowns with 5 minutes to go. Not happening. All right, the Texans, I think they're going to take their ball and go home here, okay? They got that playoff win. This is a team that massively overperformed their expectations this season. I think Texans fans are going to walk out of this. I mean, obviously they're upset that they lost and they got blown out, but they're going to walk out with their head held high. No one expected the Texans to be here tonight at week 1, right? Nobody expected.
Well, I remember when the schedule came out earlier last year, I did we do record predictions for each team. I did the Texans record prediction with Jeremy Chuggs, and he had them winning like 12 games, making the playoffs. And I told him, like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Yeah,
and here we are.
And then not only that, but going up against a legitimately great defense in the Cleveland Browns in round 1 and absolutely obliterating them. So it's going to be interesting to see if their OC Bobby Slowick is back next season. Or yeah, it's looking like he's getting some buzz for multiple head coaching positions. 8 subs away. 7. Come on. We need Lottery another drink. By the way, we just got to 1,600 likes. Well, it's because it's so bitter. And like after a while, like it's just so bad. Come on. 4 more to go. Can we get there? By the way, we originally started this. We're like, hey, let's get to 500, 352, 500, and we've completely exceeded expectations today. Here we go. The Texans and Steven Sims take it out of the end zone. He's got some room to run. He gets to about close to the 30-yard line. You good there, Jack? There we go. It looks like I might be driving him home with how much he's had to drink today. Let's go. So CJ Stroud, obviously fantastic season. I think he deserves Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, obviously, he still hasn't proven he can play well in cold conditions. All right, he hasn't played well today. He's had a couple of decent throws, but I won't say he's played particularly well. He definitely doesn't look like his normal self. Now, part of that is definitely that the Ravens have arguably the best defense in football right now. So, it's tough for a rookie to go into a tough environment like this, where it's arguably the best team in football right now, and upset them on their home turf in an environment in terms of weather that you're just not used to as a person. So right now, Baltimore is challenging that the Texans fumbled it. So this is interesting. It seems like it's the Baltimore Ravens' time, folks. It seems like all the stars are aligning. Their offense is playing great football. Their defense is playing great football. They're well coached. By the way, Steven Sims is definitely down. Definitely down. This is going to be Texans football. Should be pretty quick. T. Brookie says they will choke next week. It's definitely possible, man. If a team can get out to an early lead, let's say they play Buffalo, I could totally see Buffalo upsetting them. Kansas City, not too sure because their wide receivers just aren't it this year. I feel like Baltimore would have a huge advantage over Kansas City if they played them next week. But Buffalo's tough. They've won 6 straight. I think Josh Allen should be the MVP of the league this year. That's just my personal opinion. It's okay if you disagree with that, but I think he's been fantastic this year, especially towards the end, man. He's been unbelievable. And they've got better receivers, in my opinion. So if it's Baltimore-Buffalo, that might be an instant classic. That game I want to see. First down and 10. Empty formation for Stroud. Takes the snap. Looking. Nothing there. Tries to escape. He's still looking downfield. Nothing there. He has to throw it, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by the Baltimore Ravens. They have just blanketed these Texans receivers all day long. All right, we got a super chat here from Sir Chi 87. And he says, that Ray Lewis halftime speech must have been stupid. You said it, my friend. You said it. Ray Lewis, one of the greatest motivators of all time, one of the greatest leaders in sports history, in my opinion. Oh, shout out to you, Dominic. Happy birthday. 2nd down and 10. Again from an empty formation. Stroud looking, throwing off his back foot, and he throws it way over Dalton Schultz's head. I mean, if you're watching this game and you're trying to say that the weather is not affecting CJ Stroud's play, I don't know what you're looking at. By the way, it's going to be a holding penalty here on the Texans. Sir Chi 87 $2 super chat says Mitchell Wren sent me thoughts on the Antonio Pierce hire. I mean, I think time will tell. Right? The defense played really good down the stretch, but was that Antonio Pierce or was that the defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham? Personally, I think it was more Patrick Graham than Pierce. But Pierce, you can tell the people in that locker room respect him. They wanted him. So, I mean, Max Crosby and Davante Adams, they're gonna have to answer for that if this team stinks next year because he's their guy. So, I'm unconvinced, but I guess we'll see. 2nd down and 20. CJ Stroud throws middle, caught for about a gain of 6 to Robert Woods. Clock still runs. Less than 6 minutes left to go. But to answer your question fully, I think Antonio Pierce could be fine. I think he's a good leader, and I think that's the number one thing that you need in an NFL head coach, and I think he's got that. 3rd down and 14. It's going to be a false start on Houston. Another penalty on the offensive line pre-snap. Hugo Lelane says, thank you for a great show. No, thank you for watching. You guys are the reason why we are here. We are blessed to be here covering football for you guys. Dominic 46 asks, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? It's going to be either Baltimore or San Francisco, in my opinion. And then maybe Buffalo as well. I think those are really the 3 teams that can win it. I don't believe in Detroit fully. I don't believe Tampa. Don't believe in Green Bay. 3rd down and 19. CJ looking deep. Needs to go deep, but he's going to dump it off to his running back here. Check down. He's going to make a man miss, but he's going to be well short of the line to gain. Texans need to go for it here. Sir Chi again. So happy for Baltimore and Lamar Jackson flock to super. Yep. Personally, I'm a Steelers fan, so I hate the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I hate it. I hate them. But I will give, as an objective analyst here, I have no problem giving credit where it's due. This is a great football team. Lamar Jackson showed up in the second half today, despite the elements being unideal. So Dominic says, I'm a Rams fan. Tough loss last week, man. Should have been a holding call, am I right? So tough day for CJ Stroud, no doubt about it. Tough day for the Texans. Their only touchdown comes on a special teams punt return taken to the house by Steven Sims. And after last week's offensive explosion, they just weren't able to move the rock today the way that they wanted to. So the Texans turned it over on downs, by the way. They're going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook. And at this point, I think everyone knows that the game is over. They're going to be bleeding clock here. So I just want to take this time here. We are 40 likes away, less than 40 likes. We're about 38 likes away from another shot for me. And by the way, we just passed 200. That's another shot. Oh, never mind. And if we can get to 353, 300, Jack Lotteray, the producer, is going to have to take another shot. Let's go. Unbelievable. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys stick around here on the Chat Sports YouTube channel. Allie Barefoot is going to take over for the 49ers-Packers game tonight. And then, of course, we'll have live watch parties tomorrow for tomorrow's playoff games as well. So make sure you click that subscribe button. 2nd down and 6. It's a 1-yard run for Baltimore, making it 3rd down and 5 coming up. Raider Sancho with a Chat Sports Classic here. He says, Kansas City eats corn the long way. The real ones know. The real ones of the Raiders report know. Anthony says, Allie is the queen of Chat Sports. She's going to be here on the channel in probably about, 30 minutes or so? Maybe 20 minutes? So make sure you click that subscribe button. We're going to have extensive free agency and draft coverage as well. We're about 50 subscribers away from another shot here to finish out the show for Jack Lauderay. We're 4 likes away. 4 likes away from a shot from me and getting to 1,700 likes on today's stream. Absolutely incredible. There we go. It's a toss play to Justice Hill trying to find the outside groove. Good tackle here by Henry To'o, the rookie linebacker playing for Christian Harris. We just got to 1,700 likes, so here's to you guys. Good stuff. So the Texans, man, I think that football team has a bright future ahead of them. They've got a great head coach. They've got a top 10 quarterback on a rookie contract. They've got a lot of stuff that they can do this offseason, and that's going to be one hot destination for free agents to go this offseason. 4th down and 3, the Baltimore Ravens went for it, and they got it. Justice Hill gets a 4-yard gain, and that's going to help bleed even more clock for the Ravens here with about 4 minutes left to go. All the Texans' timeouts have already been used, so Baltimore's just going to bleed this clock. Gian Palagino, I hope there's no way I'm saying that right. He says, do you think the Commanders can win the Lombardi Trophy by 2030? It depends on how good Drake May or Caleb Williams ends up being, whoever they draft this year. And it depends how good their head coach is. It looks like that the favorite is Ben Johnson, which would be a hell of a get for the Washington Commanders. I love both Caleb Williams and Drake May. So could they win it one by 2030? Absolutely. I don't think the team name will be the Commanders. I think they're going to change their team name this year to something like Red Hawks or the Reds or Warriors or something along those lines. Maybe go back to football team. Anything's possible for the Washington football team this offseason. Jesus. Second down and 8. I blocked. No, I don't care. So toss play for Baltimore. Gets 4-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 11 here, but the clock still runs. He looks cold. All right, clock's ticking. Less than 3 minutes left here. 3rd down and 11. So just taking a look at the Houston Texans quarterback CJ Stroud's line today. 18 of 32, 165 yards passing, no tuds, no picks. He definitely didn't help the narrative that's going around that he can't play in the cold. That's all I'm going to say. So that's another cold weather game for CJ Stroud where he just doesn't play all that well. So is that going to be a forever thing with him? Who knows? But definitely to this point, he's not somebody that plays well or throws well in cold weather. And that should concern Texans fans a little bit because in the AFC, especially when you play teams on the road in the playoffs, it's going to be cold, man. It's going to be cold. It's the same issue with the Dolphins right now with Tua. Like Tua cannot throw in these kinds of conditions. There's the same issue with Jared Goff in LA. Right? Jared Goff just has a tough time throwing in inclement conditions. Yeah, let's do the raffle just so that when the game's over, we can get it done. Last chance here to enter the raffle, $5 super chats. You can get it going here. $5, you're in to win a swag pack here from Chat Sports. You get a zip-up hoodie, you get a T-shirt, you get some sunglasses, and you get a bottle opener from us here at Chat Sports. $5. We'll give you 2 minutes. All right, I'm going to set the clock for 2 minutes. $5 super chats. Every $5 you spend gets you on the wheel. So CJ Stroud, definitely not his best game, but he's got better days ahead of him, man. He is such a talented individual. I think that coaching staff did such a good job with him in their first season. And now the Baltimore Ravens will move on to the AFC Championship game next week, and they will host that game against whoever wins Buffalo versus Kansas City tomorrow afternoon. Bless you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So today, Lamar Jackson ran for 100 yards and 2 tuds. And most of that coming after Christian Harris, the stud linebacker for the Texans, left with an injury. So, unbelievable game here from Lamar Jackson. 4 total touchdowns, over 250 total yards. Good game for the most likely MVP finalist here to win it. All right, so we got 45 seconds. If you guys want in, you got 45 more seconds to get in. Today's raffle. And coming up here on Chat Sports, it'll be Allie Barefoot and Jack Lauderay for our second watch party of the night. All right, so we've got the wheel here. Let's find a winner. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter to claim your prize, all right? So let's put my Twitter down on the L3 just so they can find me. All right, here we go. Spin that wheel. Let's see who's won the swag pack here for this first watch party. Looks like, oh, it's going to be close. Who's got it? Nolo for Kenny. If you're still watching, my friend, make sure you go contact me on Twitter. My DMs are open as Justin Tucker puts in a 43-yard field goal. 34-10 is the score. Shout out to Nolo V for Kenny for winning today's swag pack. Make sure you check me out on Twitter. Send me a message, and we'll get in touch with you to where to send all those items. So the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. For the first time in Lamar Jackson's career, he's going to be going to an AFC Championship game. John Harbaugh will be going to his first AFC Championship game since the Ravens won the Super Bowl back in the Joe Flacco days. And honestly, they're showing Jim Harbaugh right now on the sidelines. I honestly thought it was John. I honestly, they look so similar. It's unbelievable. And and the meme of Jack Harbaugh out there, he looks just like Jim as well. It's unbelievable how much those boys look exactly alike. All right, so there's 1:56 left. Texans will take the football, trying to do something, fumble. And it looks like the Ravens have it. That might be the game, folks. Let's see who has the ball. Texans fumble. And now a Texans player is injured. Texans have the football. So obviously this game is Jover. 24 points down, less than 2 minutes to go. But clearly a fumble. I don't know how they get the football back here. Dameon Pierce fumbled the football. And how did they get this ball back? I guess so. So, I mean, let's see what CJ Stroud can do here to finish out his night. First down and 10 from the shotgun. Stroud takes the snap, hands it off. They're just throwing in the towel here. I mean, why don't you just knee it at this point? Oh, no love for Kenny. So clock is ticking. We're about 1 minute left in the game. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button. If we can get to 300 here, Jack will take another shot. As this is going to be a screen, wide receiver screen, the Nico Collins taken down inbounds after a 13-yard gain. $5 super chat from Prince XL says Jesus is king. Straight up, baby. 69, nice. So we're 30 subscribers away. We got 3,100 people watching. I guarantee you, we still have 30 people that haven't subscribed. Get Jack drunk. Let's go. Yeah, probably not. First down run, and I think that's gonna do it. It is. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. Added over 1,000 subscribers just on today's show. We got over 1,700 likes, over 100,000 people watching. I mean, this has just been one hell of a watch party. And guess what? Allie Barefoot is going to be right back here with San Francisco 49ers versus Green Bay Packers here in the divisional round of the 2024 NFL playoffs.